everybody.
Yeah, well, yeah, we're on Facebook. We're on YouTube too, but if you're on Facebook, we're here.
Welcome.
We'll rock out for a little bit. We get some things modified. Okay. Here's what it is. Make sure we got our sounds in here, rocking. Hey, Storm, how you been today so far, Storm?
It's been a day.
It's been a day? What do you mean?
It has been, but it is $2 Tuesdays. And,
how come I don't hear you at all on your microphone? You're on.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, you got to get up on that mic, girl. Pull it down a little bit.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, she feeling sexy tonight. Shout out to her feeling sexy tonight.
Stupid.
Okay, she just broke her phone.
I can't do it.
You just broke your phone, so it doesn't
I'm
make
so mad. You guys don't understand. Ugh. They're having technical difficulties.
Who's having technical difficulties?
Because boom.
Nobody's having technical difficulties.
I am.
That's why I didn't even put the cameras on yet for them.
I am. My phone.
Oh yeah, because you broke your phone.
Yes.
Because you broke your phone.
That's why I said I'm having technical difficulties.
Yo, if you're here, guys, you see $2 Tuesday. We do know that we're on. Don't even worry about that. We know we're on. We're chilling tonight. We're not even in a rush. We want to have a good time with you guys. Everybody doesn't jump here immediately. I got some music coming on tonight, just so that you do know that I got some music coming on here tonight. Matter of fact, you know what I think I should be doing right now?
What? Tell me.
I think that I should go ahead. You know what I should do? Ask me what I should do. You're not gonna ask me what I should do? You're supposed to be participating with me right now. You're not supposed to be able to see anything. There's nothing there for you to see.
Oh.
I'm asking you again. Do you know what? Never mind.
Today it's $2 Tuesdays.
It's $2 Tuesday.
That was good.
Yes, it is $2
I should have had the wah.
You should hit the buttons.
I can't see.
What do you mean you can't see?
I gotta put my bifocals on for them.
Man, let's just pop in here real fast because they don't understand what's going on. We in the building. I had to put the Kango hat on, drinking soda. Normally we come on and we start the show off going, we're trying to figure out how to start our shows off today or how to get into it. But
hi, everybody.
Today she's got on the granny glasses, so it doesn't even make a difference anymore. Now put them on. They're cute. I mean, you know what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with them. I'm just saying what the average person would say. You know what I mean? Like somebody's gonna go like, yo, that old nigga got the Kango on. He from the 80s, the 70s, 90s or something. Like people are gonna say things. I just say things that I see on hand. You can say something about that you see about me. I like to keep my beard gray. Excuse me. I want to say this. For all men who understand my journey. Now, as a black man, I was getting grays early in my beard, right? Let me take this hat off. This is not even who I am. I like wearing them when I'm out chilling. But okay, so basically what I'm saying is, I'm gonna put this over here. Put things together where I need to put this over here for that. Listen, as a black man, I like my grays. Sometimes I'll dye them, and I don't go extra. I go to the dollar store, go get the $1.25 little black man dye shit with the little white dude on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, whatever. You girls get the girl shit, right? Because I'm not really like, it doesn't matter, right? But I'll dye my shit, make it all black. And what I realized is,
looking around, you start to think,
how should I say this?
maybe this isn't what I want.
I don't know.
Now with my grays, and
don't you ever look back.
I get looked at. Like, I get looked at. By all ages. You know what I mean? Not no crazy. I get looked at as all ages. Though, like,
as you should.
Okay, then when I go black, like if I dye it black, how old do you? Oh, let me ask you this question: how old do you think I look if I dye my hair black? We're starting to show off with just having a regular conversation with people. If you're here,
I can't see. Sorry, guys.
Yeah, cause she can't. You know what? Matter of fact, let me see. Let me do this. Right.
Nothing.
Here, you got my phone. Take my phone. You can use my phone. Oh, use my stand. Take this right there. There you go. See, this is called...
I can't see. I still can't see.
Business 101.
Okay. Hi, everybody.
Are you good now?
Yeah, I'm good.
Now, you know, I could have pulled up, because now we have 3 screens, so shout out to having 3 screens, so that she can have a screen that's designated for her. So again, Kaysa. Okay. So we're happy for you now. Okay, so now listen, I'm going to go ahead and drop this down. Because we have some things we want to get into today. So, first of all, you know what? Let me stop this one more time. Give us another applause. Let's go into what we're going to talk about today as a show. Did you see what I put up already?
I seen nothing.
You seen nothing?
No.
So even though I shared it to the whole world.
Okay, here it goes.
Lady Lopez didn't see anything?
How? My screen is broken.
Your screen just broke.
It broke like a little bit ago.
But I posted it a little bit longer ago.
Oh, no, I didn't see it.
Okay. Well, let's get into today's opening clips. Welcome to the podcast. This is $2 Tuesday. You know it's your boy Reckless07, and this is the podcast reaction news. P.O.E, not Pod, but P.O.E, P.O.E, provide official entertainment, provide official education for people on Earth, and as we know, everybody on this planet is not from this planet. We're going to talk about David Aguilera, who just did a $1.2 million bank robbery. He used to play football. We're going to tap into this because it's a crazy story. Big Meech is free. We're going to talk about Dion. We're going to talk about Tammy and the story that's going on behind this. Let's just keep you up to date with all this stuff right here. You know what it is. Oh, I'm going to tell you a story about the Mexican cartel and what's going on with the border protection control. There are some, they're beefing. And out here in Washington, Seattle, there was basically, I want to call it a massacre. We're going to get into that. We got some more things we're going to tap into too, but this is the podcast, and we are your host, Reckless07, Mr. El Valago himself, and
the Crimson Tempest, aka Wrestler in the building.
The Crimson Tempest. Shout out to her.
Shout out to Rod in the building.
Shout out to Rod in the building. Okay, listen. And now, mind you, again, I know a lot of people are on YouTube, unfortunately, because she broke her phone. Because she broke her phone.
I broke it, I guess.
She can't be in Facebook and YouTube at the same damn time.
Shout out to...
Because normally I'll be in one, she'll be in the other. You know what, honestly? Go ahead, Junie over here. Yeah. Or shout out to Junie. Matter of fact, what I wanted to do was get ahead and just jump into some shit because it's first of all, it's from the home city. It's what I consider to be one of the newest hottest tracks out right now.
Okay.
Video just dropped. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and do this for you. If you haven't seen it, get a sneak peek. Perfect way to put that. Get your sneak peek. Let's just go ahead and tap straight into this song so that you can understand why I say that. First of all, Junior Cartega is, I say he the hardest in violent. I mean, his can't nobody fucking with his catalog. I don't care who it is out. His catalog is the ultimate. I have a lot of his catalog, and then what I have is nothing compared to maybe somebody else. But I just want to say that shout out to Double A, because this is actually his song. Shout out to him. Let's go.
Yeah, just tell me where to start, my nigga, where to go at, where to open up and show them I'm a pro at, right where niggas think it's sweet, walk up, blow at, hating niggas a disease, can't control that, protect your peace, get your money, don't let them know jack, heard try to pop, my nigga, and you know that, or how they can drop, my nigga, like a low jack, if niggas got the drop, my nigga, somebody told that, I used to wanna go Lex, now I want gold tech, pull up Liberace style, tell niggas whole at, hoes wanna bocce now, the 4 for 4's whack, every time I walk her down, I get my soul snatched, niggas falling off, boo-hoo, shit so sad, pull a black Rob on niggas, like whoa that, I opened up up a spot for niggas. And we exposed that. The bras don't bring a lot to niggas. Can't mold that. Still up in the kitchen, Bluetooth with a stove at. You might wanna listen when I kick it, it's a known fact. Had that boy different when he spit it, I be on that. Call me beat the pussy, baby, I deliver blowback. I just want the pussy, baby, I ain't tryna own that. And fuck a wifey roll, cause I cannot condone that. But fuck it then, if my time is up, pull up that bucket then. Two strap, but even I'm tucking it, it's go time. We don't do no jiving, we ain't shocking it. Just black mask, full of your max with the rubber grips, gas blast. We with all the static in that shit. And if the stats fast, we been running shit. That little name got lit, the little change got you tough. But if they don't really bust, then guess what? You get hit. Guess what? You get sit. Graveyard, dig a ditch. The game's change, although the same thing's getting stuffed again. We maintain the fucking win. We slang came for us to live. Only loyalty and love. You probably hear me say this stuff again. Bring pain and suffering to whoever we up against.
Look, I'm feeling like Ace when he left the cleaners. Bad bitch from the islands, you ain't never
killed
seen
this.
her. We broke it down to 50 blocks, we just hit a feed you. And I was riding out with Blow, my nigga a genius. When I eat, he'll feed you. Beefy had heaters, so when the shoe on the other foot, if he need us, he need us. Look, and I will never lack, but if I ever lack, you know Stokey at my back. We the three amigos, listen, I do shine. Like I said, we ain't do crimes. Lil' Rick on the news, and they still ain't free Q shot. So free Q shine, I'ma say it till it's backwards. We was on that same page, I mean even back to back once. I'm kicking doors down, fuck a locksmith. Niggas talk that murder gang, they ain't drop shit. But Matty Waddy known to pull up with a mop stick. I'm on some slime game, grind game, free rock shit. All my life I've been trill shit, I'm my pop's kid. Really insane, ain't been the same since they dropped Nick. 223 hit your chest, feel like a drop kick. And y'all still running at 12 or some cop shit. Automatic shotty on 12, that's the mop stick. Pull up with them little ass shells and try to stop dog, man. How he real, let 10 of 'em. Higher than Bobby Seale. Caught him 10 years.
I don't know why he stopped it. It is what it is. Let's go.
Fuck how you feel. Getting then he cooked them right in front of us like Chinese meal. Make it bad, he like 19 still. That Glock 19 real. Who's counting? That's like 19 kills.
Yeah, they came and get me, bitch. They know I got the recipe. Every day wake up, thank the Lord for blessing me. I promise my baby,
Go, Wiz.
they gon' get the best of me. Whoever show me they lose to get what's left of me. The homies know that if they ever hear a threat from me, come school me. Got the stick extra clip in the vest with me. Getting lames out the way, that ain't a sweat for me. Treat niggas like Kev at the gate of Medis, the recipe. Look, respectfully one of the best wherever I'm at. Respected everywhere I go, wherever I'm at. Said I've been quiet since Cumberland, fuck it, I'm back.
Talk that shit, Wiz.
Everywhere I go, wherever I'm strapped, nigga. Whoever think that they hotter gotta convince me. Got a big white boy shooter, call him the Whiskey.
The Whiskey.
That's your morning trust, she don't wanna piss me. Till then I'm in the presidential, getting Lewinsky. Going against me, high chances of getting drilled. Jump on the hood of the whip and dump in the windshield. Shit ain't just getting real, nigga, it's been real. I seen you to the same place, Bishop sitting still. I got the juice, bitch. I'm the truth, bitch. If it's beef, I'm cooking steaks, no roof, Chris. The CVE, all these other rappers is useless, no cap in my rap. All I do is spit true shit. True shit, bitch, I done been through the hard times. Grinding packs for a time, niggas was part-time. As long as you don't cross, niggas shouldn't cross. Mines keep a 40 on both sides, 50-yard line. You play the field for what them sanctions is. You think shit sweet, bitch, this ain't what you think it is. See, niggas like to pop fly, but they can't with Wiz. Goons on your step, you ride by like it ain't your good.
No, I ain't gonna lie. I don't even that song. That song is hard. But I don't like the way it sounded on here. I don't like the way it came out on here. We gonna definitely play that again though.
Shout out to everybody in the building. Shout out to
everybody in the building.
Shout out to Flashback in the building.
Everybody in the building.
That was definitely a dope song.
Yeah, but they didn't give it justice, man. They didn't give it the true justice it's supposed to have. I know. I'm telling you. I didn't even like the visuals on that. But you know, it is what it is. We got a lot going on though. That ain't about nothing. Listen, you know what I learned? You know what I learned about Tuesday?
I had an eyelash in my eye.
Oh, you okay? You know what I learned about Tuesday? Because Tuesday is the time that I get into the news, the politics, things that are tapped into the heart. Mm-hmm. And ladies' night is the night where, you know, you chill, you drink, relax, and just do what ladies do. And I rock with you. And then on these nights, it'd be like me hitting topics and issues. And what I noticed about it is that when I do that, like especially lately, now that we've been having our videos and they're like jumping up and more people are tapping in, we're getting hit, we're getting, people are reaching out to us, that I started realizing just with a little bit of 300-400 views on each video and just maybe 6 likes, maybe 3 shares. Now, mind you, to me, I'm like, that's not enough. Everybody I know, you ain't sharing and liking it just because. Like, I could be out here having a whole hood on smash, going crazy, ape shit. No. But for me, I'm saying for community-wise. But then I also had to learn about when you're doing media or politics or anything.
I can't get my subscribers for YouTube. That's what Flashback said.
What are you saying? You gotta get in that mic, girl. Drink some water. That green tea you got. That green stuff.
It's so good. Listen, this is really good for you. It's gonna make it. Your machine.
Yeah.
It's good. Flashback said, I can't get my subscribers for YouTube.
What do you mean?
No, sir. I just read it too.
Well, I would have to say this too. You guys have to understand and realize that, like if you take, like when I share it to YouTube, if I share my YouTube page to Facebook, when you guys hit it on Facebook, you can watch it, but you can't hit the like button. You can't hit the subscribe because it'll tell you to go to the app. Now, what I found really crazy is most people don't have the app, but they have YouTube. I don't know if that's a good thing or
bullshit. Bullshit.
I don't understand why wouldn't you have a YouTube app? What apps are out there? Listen, everybody.
When I go to YouTube, I just go YouTube. I hit the world button and I type YouTube, and YouTube comes up, and I click it, and I go and I look what I want. I don't have that.
Hold up, please. You have to get into the chat. You know what I need to do? Listen again. I have stories. I have things I want to get to you about, right? But shit, me.
I just hit the world.
What do you mean?
I go on my phone. Well, I can't show you right now, but I go on my phone.
Yeah.
And I hit the world.
Yeah.
And then I hit YouTube.
Yeah.
And then it comes up, I click it, and I go look for what I gotta look for.
Yeah, that's what you do.
That's what I do. What?
Why don't you have the app?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm like curious of why you might not have the app. You know, like some people don't have the app. I get it, but I'm just wondering why wouldn't you have the app? Like, is YouTube a part of your everyday? I mean, if you know, because I'm
use it.
Okay, see, that makes sense. See, I'm just asking because.
But it's not like I'm like on it and like scrolling through videos y tanto. You know, I put my murder mysteries on and I like to listen to it. I like to listen to that though, but I'm not like scrolling. Like I don't have it as like if I open up my Facebook or my Instagram or algo así. It's not like that.
Okay, so let me ask you this question. How
about yours?
What apps? what apps do you have as a female? What apps do you have in your phone? Not for all females, but just for you as a female. Just for those who are just listening and they can't watch it.
Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook.
Okay.
TikTok. I have like my Google stuff for my trabajo. What else? The notes, the camera, the Google Photos, my games that I play. You know, I like playing the stuff here. Canva, I feel like I'm forgetting something.
So what's your primary excuse me, what's your primary source of information?
Gmail.
Listen, if you're in the chat, can you please tell me what is your primary source of internet information?
Me?
No, I'm just saying I'm asking the chat and whoever watching.
Flashback said, how do you connect to P.O.E on YouTube? It usually pop up when I type P.O.E or $2 Tuesdays.
I don't know. I mean, being that you're older and I've experienced that,
I don't know.
You get frustrated because you might hit the wrong button. But if you don't now, do you have the YouTube app Flash? That might be the first question I have to ask. Do you have The app, or are you watching? If you're watching YouTube, you can be watching on the TV.
So flashback. If you have the YouTube app, all you have to go is hit YouTube, go to subscriptions because you should be subscribed to the from.
You should be.
And when you go to it, it'll have a little red that I know I keep saying that though. It'll have a little red light that shows you that he's live, and you click that, and then after you click that, you go to the thing and it'll come right up. No? I try to say that though as least as possible.
Yes, you're absolutely right. Let's give you some horns. If anybody that's on YouTube, matter of fact, I gave her the phone, so you would actually have to go to my YouTube and I'll give you my phone, so you have to share it, because I don't want to use it on the computer since we got the screens up. We actually, we ain't got to the topic tonight. We're gonna talk about Big Meech though. I wanted to say this not because I'm trying to talk bad or down on him or anything like that. I don't know the man. I'm just talking about the reality of life and what ultimately happens to people, and everybody, nobody wants to be in jail, and everybody wants to find a way out. Some people read the law books because they know their case is messed up, but they don't got good lawyers and they're getting fucked over, and that is a shame. I also always tell you people, like, if you have somebody in the community, a friend of yours, a family member, they have a case and they're innocent, or they could be guilty, but they got done dirty and they ain't have enough evidence. I don't care what the case is. Just if you know that there is an injustice with the system done on any particular case you have, hit me. Everybody knows. Just ask Rhett. You can hit the messenger on. You can hit my messenger if you need to. You can hit me on YouTube if you need to. You can hit me on TikTok, Reckless World 7. When it comes to me, I just use Reckless World 7. It's El Valago, but we're here.
Pretty sure I shared it, guys. Not sure. Shout out to OG Homie in the building.
Shout out to OG Homie.
And I'm pretty sure I shouted. I thought it.
Hey, Homie, I'll play this video too.
Said I'm not slow. It's not happening today. I watched on YouTube, Facebook together. Just letting you know.
What was that?
Flashback talking shit to you.
Oh.
So you shut up.
Listen.
And hola, Flashback. I mean, Evie.
Evie in the building. Shout out to Evie in the building. Sis, who's calling me? Where's my phone? Oh, we're not doing that. I hate when people call and they don't realize that I'm live. But I like the fact that people call, because the person that was actually shout out to he wants to call himself, what do you call himself now? Trishan? That's what he calls himself. Yeah. Shout out to George. Shout out to George, man. Came over here, he's been doing music lately. So shout out to him. He just called though, and I'm live. You should know better. So that's just how that goes. Anyway. Big Meech.
What happened?
Okay, he how do I put this? Recently, he has been released from prison. He was given 30 years, and he's at 20, and he's on parole or whatever. And I mean, again, it's kind of twisted me out because I know how much you do off for 30 years, and I'm like, he did this for 7 more years. But let's just get into what the news has to say about this first, and then you tell me what you think, and we'll discuss that later. But let's go.
She was convicted of running a huge criminal enterprise stretching from Atlanta to Detroit and several. She was convicted of running a huge criminal enterprise stretching from Atlanta to Detroit and several other states. The story of Big Meech, who headed up the Black Mafia family, is also the source of a popular TV show that has been filmed right here in Atlanta. And this week, after serving nearly 20 years in prison for racketeering, drug dealing, and running a criminal enterprise, he is out of prison. 11 Alive's Erica Murphy has more on his release and his sordid past.
Demetrius Flannery and his brother, Terry, ran one of the country's largest drug operations during the late 80s, 90s, and early 2000s. The pair had hundreds of employees, generated hundreds of millions of dollars, and even had a successful record label and magazine. But in 2006, the brothers were indicted in a federal RICO case originating out of Georgia.
BMF was the first group that was accused of being both a criminal organization and a record label.
Attorney Josh Schiffers says Demetrius, also known as Big Meech, is highly regarded because he never took a deal or snitched on his co-conspirators.
And he went down. And when he went down, he and his brother were sentenced to 30 years in prison.
In 2020, Terry Flannery was released, and just a week, Big Meech was released from prison. He will serve the remainder of his sentence at a halfway house in Miami. Reporting from Atlanta, Erica Murphy, 11 Alive News.
Now again, what we're gonna do is
you have some of these live events.
We're not even going to that one yet. You've seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know anything about Big Meech? Who Big Meech is?
I mean, a little bit.
Okay, explain that. What you mean?
Just a little bit. Music that he ran. It was.
Never heard anything about him?
Basically drugs and all this other stuff. They made the show about him.
What show?
At the 50 Cent.
Which one? Which one?
You know, I don't know the name of it, but
I'm just checking to see, because I need to know that you know
it, but I don't know the name of it.
BMF?
Maybe, I think it's called
BMF.
Yeah.
Shout out to BMF, the show. 50 Cent is doing the BMF show. I mean, let me ask you this question. What do you know about the show?
I mean, I know it's not all facts, but it's based upon his life.
And based upon his life, meaning what? Because some people have no idea. I know that you don't know a lot, but they don't even know the beginning of who Big Meech is, or even the BMF.
Either. I don't know I don't remember what the beginning of the story was. I don't know.
For real?
No, I don't.
Okay,
it wasn't like I was like, oh my God, I don't remember. But
okay, so
I remember watching.
And again, I've met some people that are they're acquaintances of mine that are BMF or blowing money fast. Some people like to say the black mafia family. Again, I'm not going to that, but we just gonna say blowing money fast. Blow money fast. That's what they did. He was a drug dealer, a very, very, very big drug dealer. Some say that he put Puffy on. You know how in the 90s when this music was, especially when getting money music, because the 90s was about hustlers and getting money.
Okay.
Right? So we grew up in a hustler era. Like, I call it the 80s too. So the 80s for me was like self-destruction, yeah, for self-destruction. And we had like Big Daddy Kane, Smooth Operator, and Third Base. You get the Gas Face, and you had KMD, The Hunt for Blue Cheese. You had all different type of crazy songs, you know what I'm saying? You had then you had Jersey, you had Lords of the Underground, you got Redman, you got Queen Latifah, Lauryn Hill.
Okay.
We got the Outsiders. Who else we had from Jersey? Man, I know I'm missing something new. We got Albie Allen them now. Who else we had from Jersey, man? The dude with the one eye went to Georgia. Yeah, him. Fetty Wap. Who else? If you can remember. Anyway, what I'm saying is, I forgot what I was saying. Anybody talking to me? What was my point again?
You were talking and went the hell off.
What was I talking about though? What was I going on about?
You were going with BMF, and you started talking about how he was a big drug dealer, and then you went all the way left.
Where I went?
You went to go see the music and everything else.
Why you ain't stop me?
Because you was going. I thought you was making a point.
I was making a point, but then, me, sometimes I get, if anything's distracting you when I'm zoning, then I'll be like, I'll forget that fast. Well, I just zone out. It's
bring you back on track. You were talking about BMF.
So thank you. BMF.
I understand that he was a drug dealer.
And he put a lot of people on. Mm-hmm. And I started talking about Jersey, how we should be. I started noticing. I hate that fact that Jersey is not where we're supposed to be. I'm sorry again. I'll do that later. That's music later on. It's just because I played the video first.
He was what? BMF. Okay. Keep going. That's where you were at.
Shout out to them because I played the video, and I just hate the fact I'm a Jersey dude, and I just hate the fact that every other state on here is just popping, and we got people, but we not popping. But South Jersey, okay. Now back to B Meech. I had to get that arrested. I had to get that out. Big Meech is a big-time drug dealer. He's supposedly supplied at some point Puffy to start his company. One of his mans killed Suge Knight's man. It's a lot of things going. I mean, it's a lot of. No, that was Puffy's man. But there's a lot of things going on with BMF and Big Meech, and a lot of people just don't understand the significance of who he is. But those who know what I'm talking about, I mean, listen, you know who he is already. You know who he is. So what we're gonna do is then, being that he's out, and there's been a lot of speculation about why he's out and how did he get out, and some people are not understanding about what safety valves is for Blue Da Vinci and all this stuff. I want to give you guys a quick understanding of what a third party is. Just watch this video because this is Cuffy. Again, this is the Cuffy. Cuffy is the guy that Big Meech. Am I staying to it?
God.
All right. Cuffy is the guy that Big Meech basically had set up. But let Cuffy say it.
Okay.
Let's just let Cuffy say it.
Let him play it.
Yeah, this is Cuffy say it. Let's go.
So yeah, I got Cuffy right here, man, St. Louis legend. You know what I'm saying? And I know people heard me speak about Meech's paperwork situation with the last interview that we had, and a lot of people had a lot of stuff to say. They don't believe it, Blue's hating. You know what I'm saying? And when I went back and I looked at everything, I was like, you know what, bro? It's only right and only one way to really do it. Only one way to really do it and just let Dog speak for itself. So I wanted him to call in, and this is him calling in during the interview. Go ahead, Cuff, man. You can introduce yourself and take the flow.
Blue, my nigga, what's up, man?
Yes, sir.
Hey, a lot of people, man, is thinking that this thing is made up or this thing is fake or that I have an axe to grind. You feel me?
Right.
But I'm in here with a 27-year sentence based on Demetrius Flannery, as you all know as Big Meech, and Tammy Cowens, known in the paperwork as CS1.
Right.
Confidential Source 1. So what Big Meech did was call a third-party cooperation. So Tammy Cowens signed up to be a DEA informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut, plain and simple.
Right. So
okay. So can you break down the story? Like, how do you know this? And how'd you come upon this information?
How do you know? How do you came upon this information, though?
We were rewarded what's called a Franks hearing. It's based on a case called U.S. versus Frank. So I would implore your listeners to look the case up. And what a Franks hearing entails is that you're able to cross-examine your accusers, meaning government agents, meaning informants, and so on and so forth, just like a regular trial. So this was testified in court.
Period. Point blank.
This was testified in court that I became a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut.
That's what was said on the stand, bro. The lady became a government informant to give Demetrius Flannery a time cut. But I think people would ask a question of this, though. This is what I got hit with a lot is, all right, then if he did it to get a time cut, then how come he still did all that time in jail?
Well, what they
That's Cuffy on the phone.
He never received the time cut because what came out was that she had an illicit.
I'm gonna stop you guys real quick. Tammy Cohen is right there. This lady, I think she's black. In this picture, she looks like she's white, but I think she's black. She's in our other pictures, but who knows? I don't even know. Can I say that again? Anyway, and that's Dion Cuffy Gatlin, who ended up getting arrested, and he's explaining to Blue Da Vinci about what happened and how he got cased up and why Big Meech is out. So let's get, just so you know.
Sexual relationship with Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Handler. But her first DA handler was the guy, as you should know, Blue, who wrote the BMF indictment. Special Agent Jack Harvey.
Special Agent Jack Harvey is the person that locked us all up, who's also the person that locked up Terry White, which was her first case as a DEA agent. And then he retired. He retired after he got them 60 years.
Yeah, he retired, and then her handler became a brother by the name of Keith Cromer, Special Agent Keith Cromer, who was also fired behind this particular case. So Meech never received the time cut because, unbeknownst to a lot of people, it's against the law to have a sexual relationship or any personal relationship with a government informant.
Somehow, some way, because I don't know how, she met Special Agent Jack Harvey. You could leave that up to question. How did Big Meech's personal assistant / the person that handles all this business / the person that owns BMF Entertainment to this day since 2008. So now she meets Special Agent Jack Harvey, and then she starts working for Special Agent Jack Harvey, but not for the Meech case. It was for a whole nother case first. It was for Terry White. But once that case went well, okay, and once that went past and Terry White got his 30 years, Special Agent Jack Harvey retired. But now she was ready to go do the case for Meech and help get Meech his time cut. So now when Meech came up, it was a new person that came on, and his name was what's his name again, big homie?
Special Agent Keith Cromer.
Special Agent Keith Cromer is the new special agent after Jack Harvey retired. Now he's her handler, and they engulfed in a personal relationship, sexual, however they called it in the court. And through that relationship, it tainted the case, and it was dishonorable at that point. They had to throw that out. That's why Meech didn't get out. So now you pose the question of why is my big homie Cuff still in jail? And go ahead, Cuff, you can let them know why, how that happened.
From that conspiracy, they indicted me on 2 murder charges. Subsequently, I pled guilty to 2 gun charges in exchange for them dropping the murder charges.
Now, how did they, hold on, let me ask this for you. Right quick. How did they get you on something that was totally different from the case that Meech and them had you in a wiretap for?
Out of a totally different, nothing to do with the drug conspiracy, but they falsely accused it as being a part of the drug conspiracy. And then they brought about the gun charges. That's using the gun charges in furtherance of a drug trafficking crime.
This call is from a federal prison.
Okay, and did they hit you with a superseding indictment or just?
They superseded me.
So they came out of that case that y'all was in court for and hit you with a whole brand new case that had nothing to do with that at all.
Didn't have nothing to do. Yeah, it still had something to do with that. They still let the drug conspiracy stand between Tammy Collins and myself.
Oh.
And she started. That's the only way that they can continue to have jurisdiction. They had to leave the drug charges there.
Oh, see, I thought that they said, all right, well, this case is over, but we
pick up murder charges or gun charges unless it's tied to something. If it's not tied to anything, then the government don't have jurisdiction. So a carjacking has to be tied to something. To have a gun charge of using a 924C, as I have, or 924J.
Oh, J.
Tell me, discharging a firearm is of a drug trafficking crime that results in death.
Right.
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe.
Shout out to Cam Capone. So after hearing that, what was your thoughts on him being the guy that?
What your thoughts are?
Okay. I actually didn't mean to hit that. I meant to hit this. I did.
You did.
Listen. Matter of fact, here, you stay on YouTube. I'm not even doing Facebook tonight. If you on Facebook, shout out to you on Facebook. But all my major people that I like is always on. They on YouTube. I'm following my fans, my ones that's always tapped in with us. So listen, if you on Facebook right now, no disrespect to you, go slide over to YouTube real quick. You see it up there on the top. The podcast, Cold Hard Facts is right there. You see it. You can put it in. We're gonna slide over there real quick. I need to get back to that video that we just played for Double A2 because maybe it was just that I played from that place, but I know on Wiz joint, man. Listen, when we downloaded it on Wiz, that thing came in looking live. So you know.
But what do you think about the video?
Okay, see. Now I did Fed Time. Everybody know I did Fed Time. I got the RDAP program, which I don't know if he said it on this program, but RDAP is if you don't got no guns and violence in your case, you're not have any prior guns and violence in your history. My shit was drugs. I had simple assaults, but I was never convicted of any violence. You can get the RDAP program, which gets you to a 24-month program. 24-month program, I think it's 24 months, and they give you a year off your sentence, and you're guaranteed, because you're not guaranteed halfway house in the feds.
Okay.
No guarantees. Just like the state. You ain't, I mean, they tell you you're supposed to have it, but you ain't guaranteed. But you know when you go to the...
But what do you think about the video?
Well, what I'm saying is, one only reason why I was speaking about the feds and how all this goes inside the feds is because, for instance, with him, he immediately copped out. Feds only have 60 days to take you to trial. And the state is 180 from New Jersey. You got 90 days, I think, to indict you in the state. 30 days with an extension. And then in the feds, you got 180 days in the state that they have to take you to trial.
Okay.
And the way you stop your trial clock is by doing motions. So for you young kids that get locked up and don't know no better, if you know you innocent or you know like they ain't got no evidence, you want to hurry up. I know I got some information though. I gotta tell these little young, I gotta tell these little homeboys something. Don't let after you do the preliminary, if you ain't got nothing in your case that you can exclude throughout evidence, like you want to take an evidentiary hearing to get rid of, just go ahead and go to trial. Don't put no more motions in, because that means the government got 6 months to figure out who you are while you're dealing with a whole 100,000 others. They don't got the time. That's why they give you low deals and cop-outs. If you push that trial number, 9 times out of 10, you can win. Now with the feds, they have a 98-something percentage court conviction rate, something like that.
I don't know.
The reason why that is because of the statistics that you're hearing about with the conviction rate is cop-outs. Because most people take a deal or get sentenced in there. People who go to trial, it is not that same percentage. I forgot what the percentage is now. It's been, I left in 2014. I got out the feds in 2014. Shout out to Schuylkill. I left them. Shout out to Otisville. I hated West Virginia. I hated McDowell. But anyway, this nigga got 30 years. He took his time. I'm sorry. He took his time. And then what they have is, for instance, say I go do some time. I got time. I get 30 years. Boom. I melt down. I'm a big time drug dealer. I go down. I take this time. Everybody like, yo, he a G. He the realest one. Now I say, yo, hey, Storm. Come on, girl.
Yo, Sherry in the building?
Hey, shout out to Sherry. I'm saying, yo, Storm, man, come on. Yo, we've known each other forever, man. Like, yo, I need you. You like, what? I'm like, yo, I can't get out. Yo, you go set some niggas up for me, and they'll take time off my shit for it. Third party. So basically, you'll go out here and get nice, get dressed up, fine, especially get the cute ones, nice, cute. You go get ahead and get dressed up. You know, when you walk in the room, they go crazy, especially if you wear the wrong type of pants. You seen it. Like, you see what happened when you walk in the room.
Story.
Listen, I'm saying. So anyway, that's what he did. She goes out, and I guess she was already working a case while I guess she was messing with Big Meech. She must have already, she started working to get this guy Terry White locked up.
Okay.
Now Meech is already in jail. She goes to work and gets the Terry White guy first. Mm-hmm. She's trying to get Meech out, but I guess in between that, she ends up sleeping with the agent.
The Fed dude?
The Fed dude.
Okay.
Right? So now she can't get Meech out on that because she is too much tied to. So now she ends up taking it over and getting Cuffy, who you just heard on the phone. So that was Cuffy that was on the phone talking to Blue Da Vinci.
Okay.
Okay. Cuffy was this gentleman right here. Let me go ahead and bring this back up for you so you can see a picture of it, because I know the best thing about us is she don't know what I'm doing before I do it. So she's learning just like you guys, I promise you. So, okay, so see this guy.
Don't make fun of me for being a boba if you know and I don't right now, because I'm learning.
There's nothing wrong with that. Now you see this guy, Dion Cuffy Gatlin, in the top corner. Now he got 30 years. It was a murder case that was involved and some drug and some other stuff coming on, right? He ended up copping out to some guns that were ghost guns. That was an illegal sentence. What the Fed they do? Fed, state, they all do illegal sentences. Okay. But it was a legal sentence, and so he's trying to get back, and he's just basically he's locked up. He's pissed off because you got this bitch to set me up, bro. To get you time off. Tammy Cohen to set me up to help you get time off. So listen, you got the name and everything. Now you coming home and you doing this, that, and the third. Okay. So
he's telling from inside. Am I saying that right?
It's called third party telling because he's not actually telling.
What's he saying?
He's not saying anything.
He told no.
No, he's not. No. See, technically, Big Meech is not saying anything. The problem here is what Big Meech is. It's not that he's saying something.
Okay.
It's again, I get case up. I'm in jail doing 30 years.
Okay.
I just did the Fed time. I did 10 years in the Feds. I'm like, yo, sexy. Yo, what's up? What you doing? Storm, I need you. You're like,
Okay.
bro, what's up? I'm like, yo, look, I need you to like set such and such up for me. You're like, what you mean? I'm like, look, just get close to the niggas, see what they doing. I mean, you know what it is. I need you to get me out of here. I love you and everything, but I need you to get me out of here. I can't be in here. They about to give me, I got 10, I'm taking 10 to 30. But if you go ahead and, I got 10 years, but yo, I can be out of here in like,
if you could finesse your way into this and make
8 months, finesse yourself in and find out what they doing and then set them niggas, get them, let these people know what's going on.
That's what she did?
They'll take my time off my case. They'll bring me back up.
That's
give
what
me
she
a
did?
consideration. So that's what Tammy Cohen did. And again, there's mad other people. I did Fed time. I wanted to tell anybody who's a regular person from Cumberland County. I was born in VA. I moved out here 16, but I'm a Cumberland County boy. I'm a Jersey boy through and through. Mom and dad born and raised in Newark, New Jersey. Shout out to them.
Shout out to you.
Only reason why I wasn't born in Newark because my dad went to the service. So I'm a nigga from New Jersey. Shout out to me. And I lived in Puerto Rico. Shout out to Puerto Rico. I lived in Puerto Rico for what, 3 to 5. Anyway, what I'm saying is about the situation with the feds is this is how the system works in federal, but also in state. And what's happening with, like, I deal with a lot of my young boys that I'm dealing with lately. They're in their early 20s, 23 and 21, 16. Like, I'm talking to these young brothers and they have no concept of anything that these kids are on go, ready to pop, push anything at any moment, especially if I'm on something like that. I can see it. They love me like that. Yo, bro, anytime if I have a bad day, they're like, what's up, bro?
Yeah.
I'm like, no, I'm good. What's up? What's wrong with you?
Okay,
I'm saying, So what I'm saying, but they have no concept of what consequences are.
Okay.
They don't have no concept of how to even commit crimes. Like they're smart kids that are uneducated in a lifestyle. They had nobody to teach them. Even in the criminal aspect or the good aspect, you need a teacher. We took the real teachers off the streets. Now these young boys ain't got nothing. So they run around here wild. I'm like, yo, you ever been to jail? Yeah, yo, one time. I'm like, yo, you ever been to prison? He like, nah. I'm like, bro, ain't all that gay shit. Don't worry about that type of shit. That ain't what's going on.
Okay.
That ain't no real big thing. It happens in there, but that happens because you want to be around it. But the problem is, like, when you get locked up and your girl gone, your kids. Now you get locked up. Now you start thinking about the kids that you ain't take care of. You love them, but you wasn't around. Now some other nigga around them. Yeah. And then if you got enough time, because she young, another nigga around him, and another nigga around him.
It happens.
It happens. These things happen. Well, how do you feel when this is happening? When you ain't got no drugs in your system, you ain't got no gun in your hip. Can you defend yourself when you alone, or are you gonna have to do the same? The gun was a crutch. So that means that when you get down, you're going to have to crutch under somebody else because you ain't got the gun unless you go get that banger. It's the only gun you're going to have. But even in jail, bro, everybody don't go down there. It ain't savages like that. They there, but they ain't not like that, bro. Everything's about teams and groups and a bunch of black men. Because a lot of times I'm talking about black men and brown men that are just depressed and fucked up. And they're just in a spot where they ain't learning shit and they coming right back and do the same thing. So, but it ain't an easy life. It ain't easy to be told when to go to fuck the bed and somebody shitting in the room with you and pissing in the toilet next to you and like I'm talking about the reality of committing these crimes and then what happens next, especially y'all like doing murders and shootings. Y'all violent babies. They're not. Right? They are, right? They're not? What?
Hey guys.
Oh my God.
It is $2 Tuesday.
Oh my God, what did I do?
Nothing.
Oh. I like that.
You was in a tunnel.
Yeah, because sometimes I think like the podcast, the podcast originally was it's simply about educating and entertaining you. Right? And I know like we educate them a lot of times, like showing those things in clips, but like who's talking to them? That's what I'm learning about the shows. Like nobody's talking to them.
Nobody.
So if you got a guy
what happens when you don't talk to the kids?
What happened with? Look, I look at it like bitch. We gonna definitely get to that. But just look at Big Meech. Now this man 50-something years old. He was told to be the king. Do you think he gives 2 shits about that when he's locked up in jail?
No.
What you think he's better than it? Or you a bum? You should be there. You think no? Nobody likes being in jail, bro. And he did what? 20 years?
I believe it was like a little. Exactly. I don't know if it was exactly 20, but
about 20 years off the 30.
Or a little, yeah.
I was confused though. But anyway, what we can do next is, do you understand what I was saying about the laws and stuff about?
Yeah.
Like how that all works?
Yeah, I get it. I understand what you're saying. But
so, anybody in the chat?
We have
so maybe I answer before we go to the next situation.
In YouTube. Shout out to everybody who is in the chat in YouTube.
She didn't do her job.
I'm on it. Yes, I did, bro.
Go ahead. Now what's going on now? Anybody say anything? So I just want to know before I go type in.
Laughing.
What do you mean?
She was laughing when we were talking.
Okay. Now you got to go to Facebook and make sure anybody on Facebook. But I went over here for you.
You just beasted and told everybody that you're not going back to Facebook. So
okay. I'm just saying, but there might be some stragglers. Oh, okay. Who's over here? Hold up. Tell me who's over here right now. Let's go. Let's go. Who's over here? Let's get horns for everybody that you see over here that's in there right at this very moment. Not that they ain't been here, come back, whatever. But at this very moment at 7:25, who's in the building?
You can't tell.
What?
Look.
What do you mean? Take off the big thing. Hit the chat. There you go. Who's in there?
There we go.
This is what happens when you don't have the YouTube app. How you don't have the YouTube app?
Shout out to Flashback in the building.
Yes, shout out to Flashback.
Gavin Devine.
Who? Come
Gavin
on.
Devine.
Oh yeah, okay.
I said it right the first time. And Auntie Sherry in
the building. Love. Put your mic down because you're not in the mic.
Must like it because they can keep doing the same thing and go right back. That's the fact.
What?
What you were saying about like people like going right back to jail and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it's a vicious cycle, and nobody's teaching these kids. I literally had
and Ramid's in the building, and Flashback said everyone knows that the real kingpins. Because that's one glasses on.
Yeah.
Everyone that the real kingpins is the DEA. That's the game. Then you don't trust people because they in the mix responding mainline on Facebook. Oh, shout out to mainline on Facebook.
Oh, shout out to mainline.
But I'm gonna go back to Facebook because
he was saying some things over there. Hey, mainline, if you're on Facebook, man, shoot over to YouTube area right over there. I'm pretty sure he's over here though. He's over there already. I seen his name. He probably those his earlier messages. But what did he say? Shout out to Dave. Yeah. Happy birthday again, Dave. I don't know if I caught you last time.
He said he don't know who Meech is, but if he was allegedly a big drug dealer, law enforcement was well aware of the illegal operations that are going. Yeah, of the legal operations. Yep.
Yeah, that's again. Freeway Rick Ross was working for the CIA.
Mm-hmm.
So a lot of people, again, when we talk about drugs, this stuff doesn't come on the streets because some niggas went across the boat or some Mexicans dropped some things in here.
Yeah.
Listen, believe me, there's a lot of efforts and things that's happening in the as companies that they tell us one thing while other things are going on. So yeah, they definitely the DEA. Listen, the DEA was sleeping with the one girl.
Mm-hmm.
Sleeping with Tammy.
Mm-hmm.
They're regular people. Gotta understand these titles that we're calling are still ran by human beings with feelings and emotions. And when you find yourself in that game, like when I found myself in the feds, I learned a whole bunch of new shit. So yeah, sometimes experience. They say experience is the best teacher. I don't believe that. I don't believe that experience. No, I believe that learning from the experiences of others is the best teacher, which means you have to teach yourself. You have to use your brain instead of just living. You have to realize that everything that you do next can determine what happens to you next. When you got drugs in the car, you a young boy, you get drugs in the car, they don't feel right to put a seatbelt on. It just seems like that seems stupid, right? But you know the young boys that always got their seatbelt on and they driving, they getting all the money and everybody call them corny or want to rob them.
Okay.
But 10 years later, they up and the same nigga that didn't want to follow the rules didn't. Because he got pulled over, ain't had no license. It's just knowing how to be a businessman in the drug game. Because the drug game is a business. It's just not you don't make that shit your career. That shit is a hustle to get what you need to make a real life. But for those who can make it in the drug game, they tell or they're working with big people. That's just how it goes. It makes no sense for you not to. Like Dave was saying, you think I'm going to get to a certain point, I ain't going to have no cops on my payroll? They fucking with me, I'm fucking with them? You think I live this long and I don't have friends and associates and shit? So if I'm in the game still, you think they ain't working with me? I left the game alone after that. I seen with this big Meech stuff that's happening right now, it seems like some great news, and people are like, I can't believe you can do stuff like this.
Thank you, Ev.
I've seen this years ago. And imagine the people who've seen it years before me. I was locked up with Daryl Reeves from JBM, Junior Black Mafia. I was locked up with King Tut, the one they said that shot Pac in the studio, if you know about King Tut from New York.
Nope.
Broadway from New York.
Nope.
Akbar Prey, shout out to Ak from Jersey.
You know a lot. It's a lot of stuff that's going on. And listen, the whole Big Meech situation, it's crazy. It definitely is. There's a lot of stuff that's going on, and a lot of stuff that are still going to be revealed, because how recent is this interview?
He just got out.
No, the dude that just gave the interview.
Oh, Cuffy just talked to Blue Da Vinci. I think it was like 2-3 days ago.
Okay,
maybe
so
yesterday.
There's going to be a lot more revelations that are coming on.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure he's going to have something to say.
We're give you guys more updates and cover it. But right now we're going to head over to something that was going on about kids and what happens when you don't watch your kids.
What do you mean?
Or even if you don't watch your kids, sometimes you don't know what's happening. Look at this crazy story.
Okay, well, listen, before we get into the story, we just want to make sure that we can get everything pulled up for you guys. Okay, so let's go ahead and go with this.
Whole city area just before 5 a.m.
Nope.
Alerting them to gunshots, possibly.
Let's get it back to the beginning, fellas. Sorry about that. Let's go.
Again, this is a significant event for this neighborhood, and I'd call it a significant event for the region.
You're about to hear dispatchers updating deputies after a 911 call came from inside a home near Lake Alice in the Fall City area just before 5 a.m., alerting them to gunshots possibly fired. The situation prompting a massive response from King County and neighboring agencies.
Had shot the other family members. I believe there's 5 total, not including the RP who's hiding in a bathroom.
Deputies say one of the children who lives in the home was shot twice, but was able to get out and seek help. Here's what deputies heard as they were en route.
Looks like we have a neighbor who's calling in as well. They're advising a female from this house came to his home. They advise that there are family members who were shot at.
Deputies arrived and found really a tragic scene is really the best way to put it.
Deputies say 5 people were shot and killed, 2 adults and 3 children, possibly teens. It's a tragedy for neighbors who say the family of 7 who lives here was well known for walking their dogs around the neighborhood as the children, allegedly between 7 and 15 years old, rode their bikes.
It's just very hard to process. I only saw the children in the driveway yesterday afternoon, playing the piano in the garage and just doing the normal things.
It's beyond belief, and we've gotten to know some of the kids that unfortunately lived at the home, and the younger kids especially, the sweetest children, so polite, homeschooled, and it's unfathomable what just happened.
Exactly what happened is still unknown, but deputies have taken 1 teenage boy into custody. Sheriff Patty Cole-Tyndall, who arrived shortly after being notified of the situation, says they've called in the Washington State Patrol to bring in their crime scene response unit to help process evidence, which she says could take several days.
And it will just be far more efficient for them to do it. And given the complexity of this one, we've asked for their assistance.
The Snoqualmie Valley School District putting out an alert for families following the tragedy, offering support, saying in part, quote, "We currently understand that the family involved did not attend our schools. However, we recognize that events like this can affect all of us, including our students." King County prosecutors are on site as the search warrant is now being served at the home, allowing investigators to comb through the scene.
I would speculate at this time that there'll be multiple search warrants moving forward beyond just the initial property.
Right now, the King County Sheriff's Office is not ready to disclose the exact relationship between the shooter and the victims, but say the violent incident was contained to the home. As of right now, the medical exam within the next few hours or possibly into tomorrow. The priority right now is to preserve as much evidence and they want experts to take a first-hand look at those victims to determine exactly what happened here. As for that teen that is now in custody, he's going to be booked into the King County Juvenile Detention Center. From Ball City, Alejandra Guzman, Fox 13 News.
Yeah, so that's a 15-year-old kid who.
Well, it is exactly 3 weeks until election
hold
day.
up, we're not jumping there. It was a 4-year-old kid, though. 15-year-old kid who. Other stories say the other older people that were outside said they were fishing or cheering or having a good time. They always see the kids. It's not an issue. This is a family, and they were homeschooled. They didn't, go to public school. They were homeschooled, and he shot 3 of the kids and 2 adults. I don't know if anybody heard about the story, but
I did not hear about the story. I didn't know about it.
Yeah, well.
And when I tell you, that's sad as hell. Because if they're just a family that were enjoying, they were just chilling, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess I don't know what
Like
they
having a good time or
they
whatever?
really the funny thing about it, because he's 15 years old.
Like, I'm still trying to figure out, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes, they don't give us enough.
Was the family like just at a family gathering and this kid just walked up out of nowhere? Like, who's this kid? You know what I mean? Was he basically like maybe there or something happened? Like,
He's the son. I guess it's the family members he shot.
he shot his own
Family members. Hold on, let's go back. You want to go back and look? Let's see. Where's that? We'll look at it, make sure. Let's see. Where is it? Where is it? Not that. Oh, yeah, here it goes. Past that. Let's see.
Again, this is a significant event for this neighborhood, and I'd call it a significant event for the region.
You're about to hear dispatchers updating
Now, we're gonna
deputies after
speed
a
up a little bit, hold up.
911 call came from inside a home near
Let's just
Lake
listen to
Alice in the Full City area just before 5 a.m., alerting them to gunshots possibly fired. The situation prompting a massive response from King County and neighboring agencies.
Had shot the other family members. I believe there's 5 total, not including the RP who's hiding in a bathroom.
Deputies say one of the children who lives in the home was shot twice, but was able to get out and seek help.
5
Here's
family
what
members.
deputies heard as they were en route.
Looks like we have a neighbor who's calling in as well. They're advising a female from this house came to his home. They advise that there are family members who were shot at.
Yeah, he shot his own family.
Arrived and found.
So yeah, he basically shot his own family. Right. That's what I'm saying. He said they were homeschooled. He said, I mean, she said that they were homeschooled, and the people were saying that they were homeschooled. So that's why I said there was no information about the story. But what we do know is that the 15-year-old in the house shot 3 kids. 2 of the sisters slid out, so I guess they didn't die. 'Cause I thought they all 5 died. I swear it said they all 5 died. Yeah, 5 killed. They all died. Yeah, they all died. They must have got out and far enough to say some words, but yeah, they passed on too. But I mean, shit.
It said that she got out. It said a family member escaped and said that there were other family members that were shot in the house.
Oh, so maybe she survived, but
That's what I'm saying.
So
It said
maybe
that there was a survivor, which was the family member that ran out.
Yeah. So So then I'm looking at the 5 killed, thinking everybody died. Thinking because they said she was shot when she ran across the street. I'm thinking she died too. But either way, it don't make a difference. That shit's crazy. That is crazy. That shit is crazy.
That's crazy.
Let me see what else I have for you because. Oh no, I got this story about this. Matter of fact, let me do this. I'll take you to this clip, right? Let me take you to one of our clips. Devin Aguilera. You ever heard of him?
No.
Okay. Devin Aguilera is a football player. He ended up going a little professional, but you know what? Nobody really ever heard about him. So like really, let's just go ahead and get into the story about Devin because this shit is just stupendous.
New right now at 10 o'clock, a man who was once an All-American with eyes on the NFL just got out of jail after meticulously planning a robbery. I was going for him more than $1 million in cash.
Investigator Brian Moss spent months looking into this heist and learned the only reason it fell apart is because $1 million weighs a lot more than you might think.
Rebel cashiers office! Police! If you steal $1.2 million in cash and use a gun, come out with your hands up!
This is the response you can expect.
Sheriff's office, you in there?
And they had planned this for 6 months. They even knew the exact day to hit when the most amount of money was going to be coming in.
I was just robbed at gunpoint at my place of work.
It was December 1st, 2021, when this cash transport company in Arapahoe County was hit. They collect cash from marijuana businesses around the state, then bring it back to their headquarters.
It was a small handgun, maybe a 22, and he cocked it. And we have a ton of cameras in this garage. It will all be on camera.
And it was all on tape. The heist recorded by half a dozen cameras. The transport van, stuffed with money, pulls in. A lone gunman, dressed head to toe in black, wearing a mask and gloves, walks in after. He catches the delivery driver by surprise and holds her at gunpoint, forcing her to put over $1.2 million cash into 2 garbage bags. He struggles with the bags, but then runs off into the night.
Man, I thought I was tired.
Right? Nothing like this to wake you up.
It was orchestrated perfectly. He knew exactly what he was doing. The way he entered into the garage, the way he went around the van, the way he contacted the victim, the way he ordered the victim around. I mean, it went like clockwork because he knew exactly what to do.
Arapahoe County Sheriff Sergeant Brett Kahn oversaw the investigation.
Every square inch of his body was covered in black.
Who was that gunman who tried so hard to conceal his identity? Turns out the 35-year-old man behind the mask was Devin Aguilar, who'd been a star football player at Colorado's Mullen High School, where he was a second-team All-American.
Quick throw, Aguilar, the catch.
He went on to star at the University of Washington, setting records for catches and receiving yards.
The extra contact afterwards.
Aguilar got NFL tryouts, including with the Tennessee Titans, although he was never picked up. But how did Aguilar know so much about this business and the piles of cash that he'd find?
And you don't know anybody that might have been involved in the robbery, right?
No.
They didn't know?
Aguilar had an intimate relationship with Fawn Hoya, she said. She was the transport business's lead teller, who repeatedly lied to investigators.
There's intimate details about this robbery that he would have only obtained from somebody that works here, and that is you.
But faced with evidence of her involvement, Hoya eventually flipped on Aguilar, allowing investigators to listen in on a phone call.
They know that it's you.
Don't worry about it. Just let it play out.
Wow, that's crazy. That's crazy. That's
the
crazy.
notes police later recovered from Hoya's phone might have worked, except for one thing.
He couldn't carry the money. It was too heavy for him. They didn't calculate the weight.
You see, $1,224,785.35 in cash is a heavy lift.
But you can see money back there. Yeah, look at that.
Unable to carry the cash, the 6'1", 190-pound Aguilar dropped it 700 yards from the business.
Does it look like there's a bunch of it in there? Oh, yeah. They're full.
And the gloves he was wearing that night to protect his identity, he stashed them inside the trash bags.
You left your gloves, dumbass.
But how would they know that's me?
They were placed in the bag and they were sent off, and we got a DNA hit.
Anything else you want us to grab out of the car?
The DNA on the gloves matched with Aguilar, who was also wanted for a burglary in Adams County. He'd later plead guilty to theft and armed robbery for this heist. Prosecutors asked the judge to give Aguilar 15 to 20 years in prison. Instead, Judge Joseph Whitfield sentenced the former football star to 1 year in county jail and 8 years probation.
I bet you that's how he went to court.
7 months and was released September 2nd.
That's how he came in, cut it, and grew back.
In the sentencing. It is not what we believe the suspect deserved, and we do not believe that the victims got the justice that they deserved.
Kahn says the female victim has severe anxiety and will be traumatized for the rest of her life.
People are always going to break the law, and people are always going to do things dumb.
Fawn Hoya pled guilty to armed robbery and was sentenced to 6 months in jail and 6 years probation.
Brian did speak to Devin.
6 months in jail and 6 weeks probation. My bad, I had to mute it for a minute so y'all guys can hear the video.
That's crazy. I'd be scared too, Tito. That woman was probably thinking she was gonna get shot.
How he get 6 months and 6 years probation?
That for what? Maybe because he didn't actually get far with the cash. That's probably gonna be their claim. He's an upstanding kid. He was desperate for whatever. You know, they're gonna have
6
excuses.
months.
6 months. Anybody else, they would have been doing 30 to life. Right? Am I saying that right? 30 to life?
That's what I would feel. I would feel that.
Anybody else
I would feel that.
30 to life.
I swear, like.
One point, how many? You held her at gunpoint. You know what I mean? She's traumatized for the rest of her life. She can't work no more. This, that, and the third. But you just didn't calculate the weight.
I would like to investigate. We should. I'm not going to investigate that. That's interesting, though. What in the world? Should I celebrate that this black ass got it off, though? Should I give him some, should I give him some claps? Some horns or some shit?
No, I mean, because it was.
I don't know. He got it off. I'm not hating on him.
No, I understand what you're saying.
I'm not hating on him.
I mean, still.
I guess I am kind of hating on the situation.
I'm not celebrating that he did that shit.
But yeah, I ain't hating on him. But damn, I have duality with that right now. One part of me is like, nigga, you got that off. But then another part is saying, nigga, how did you get that off? What else information you giving up now? What did you do?
Maybe he has.
He's in somebody's pic.
Diddy's parties.
He. Oh, shit.
Allegedly.
Damn. What the chat say?
The chat says Dumb and Dumber. She has him on speaker, like, hello, what's going on? And Spider, what is going on? Shout out to you in the
Shout
building.
out to Spider Angelo in the building.
Wow. And yeah. Flashback in the building too. But yeah.
Flashback.
Crazy. That was crazy.
You think that was? You think that was crazy?
Yeah. And then the way she just was like, oh, they have your gloves, dumbass. And he's like, but how do they know it's me?
Yeah, like his whole demeanor, or even on the phone, like he just didn't even consider that she would tell on him or set him up.
Never. He swore he had it in lock and key. Guess what? Didn't work. She stole you under the bus.
Well.
Cool hard facts of love.
That was it. Anybody else to say before I jump into this little thing? I got this story.
The judge is crazy. He's going to do it again. That's what Eb said.
Yeah, because he did it twice already. I mean, he did it one before. He did this. For him to get what he got,
6 months.
He told on somebody.
That's why I said
he's working, he's giving up information, he knows some things.
Ramesh said donkey of the day.
Dog, you know, he get the
A bullshit?
Yeah, he sucks.
A bullshit?
The bullshit segment. This her favorite. This her favorite right there. The bullshit segment. Let's just call it that.
He just was dumb.
Okay. Oh, excuse me, that thing was good. Okay, let me tell you about this though. I know we have a delay, so should I wait? Because even though I'm saying just what I'm saying now, they are getting it. They're getting it later. Yeah, it's running smooth.
Yes, we're good.
Okay.
I haven't had not one complaint.
Okay, well then you know what? Before I get in,
over to Facebook real quick.
Yeah.
See what's going on. Shout out to Double A in the building.
Shout out to Double A. It's funny you just said that because I definitely was about to just go back to the video because I just played the video, but I figured since we sitting here again, what I want to do though is I want to do something else because I played it from here and it's giving me that vibe. I want to see something else. Let me see where it's at. Let me check out something. Right.
Shout out to everybody who is in the building on Facebook and YouTube. Thank you guys for tuning in.
You know.
It is $2 Tuesdays, 6:30 Reaction News Report. I am your co-host, the Crimson.
Okay. Time out. First of all, I want to tell y'all this. Let me stop this. Okay. Because I know you couldn't feel it the way I felt it. Because I know when I seen the video, it just didn't look the way it looked. Let's get back into this one more time. Please, one more time. To what I said was one of the hardest shits out right now, repping the city, Shout out to Double A. He got somebody on he got some crews on the camp. I played the song earlier. You know, I got my boy Junie on there, Wizzy on there, Waddy on there. So let's just get into it one more time so you can see it clear like I seen it the first time. I don't know what that was then, but here we go.
Baby, yeah, just tell me where to start, my nigga. Go at, where to open up and show them I'm a pro at. Right where niggas think it's sweet, walk up and blow that. Hating niggas a disease, can't control that. Protect your peace, get your money, don't let them know jack. Heard you about to pop, my nigga, and you know that. Or how they get the drop, my nigga, like a low jack. If niggas got the drop, my nigga, somebody told that. I used to want a gold Lex, now I want gold tech. Pull up Liberace style, tell niggas whole lat. Hoes want a bocce now, the 444's whack. Every time I walk her down, I get my soul snatched. Niggas falling off, boo-hoo, shit so sad. Pull a black Rob on niggas, like whoa that. I opened up a spot for niggas, and we exposed that. The bras don't bring a lot to niggas. You can't mold that. I'm still up in the kitchen, Bluetooth with a stove at. You might wanna listen when I kick it, it's a known fact. Had that boy different when he spit it, I be on that. Call me beat the pussy, baby, I deliver blowback. I just want the pussy, baby, I ain't trying to own that. And fuck a wifey roll, cause I cannot condone that. But fuck it then, if my time is up, pull up that bucket then. Two-shooter strap, but even my driver tucking it. It's go time. We don't do no jiving, we ain't shucking it. Just black mask, fully automatics with the rubber grips, gas blast. We with all the static and that other shit. And if the stats fast, then we really been running shit. That little name got you lit, the little change got you tough. But if they don't really bust, then guess what? You get hit. Guess what? You get sick. Graveyard, dig a ditch. The games change, although the same thing's getting stuffed again. We maintain the fucking win. We slain came for us to live. Only loyalty and love. You probably hear me say this stuff again. Bring pain and suffering to whoever we. I said we bring pain and suffering to whoever we up against.
I'm feeling like Ace when he left the cleaners. Bad bitch from the islands, you ain't never seen her. We broke it down to 50 blocks, we just hit a feed you. And I was riding out with Blow, my nigga a genius. Wanna eat, he'll feed you. Beefy at heat, when shoe on another foot if he need us, he need us. Look, and I will never let. But if I ever lack, you know Stogie in my back. We the three amigos. Listen, I do shine. Like I said, we ain't do crimes. Lil' Rick on the news and they still ain't free Q shot. So free Q shine, I'ma say it till it's backwards. We was on that same page, I mean even back to back once. I'm kicking doors down, fuck a locksmith. Niggas talk that murder gang, they ain't drop shit. But Matty Waddy known to pull up with a mop stick. I'm on some slime gang, grind gang, free rock shit. All my life I've been trill shit. I'm my pop's kid, really insane. Ain't been the same since they dropped Nick. 223 hit your chest, feel like a drop kick, and y'all still running at 12 or some cop shit. That's the mop stick. Pull up with them little ass shells and try to stop this. Nigga, you soft, man. How he real? Let 10 of them hit his chest. Tyreek Hill and speak less and watch more. Cause the I speak real. Wakanda. Fist higher than Bobby Seale. Caught him 10 years later, but I got him still. Try to ride me. Think I give a fuck how he feel? Gave my young boy the strap. Told him watch him chill. Then he cooked him right in front of us like Chinese.
Come on, nigga.
Who's counting? That's like 19 kills.
Yeah, they came and get me, bitch. They know I got the recipe. Every day wake up, thank the Lord for blessing me. I promise my babies, they gon' get the best of me. Whoever show me they lose to get what's left of me. The homies know that if they ever hear a threat from me, come school me. Got the stick extra clip in the vest with me. Getting lames out the way, that ain't a sweat for me. Treat niggas like Kev at the gate of Medis, the recipe. Respectfully one of the best wherever I'm at. Respect that everywhere I go. Said I've been quiet since Cumberland, fuck it, I'm back. Blick with me, everywhere I go, wherever I'm strapped, nigga. Whoever think that they hotter gotta convince me. Got a big white boy shooter,
call him Lewinsky,
That shit want and trust, she don't wanna piss me till then I'm in the presidential. Getting
Lewinsky.
Going against me, high chances of getting drilled. Jump in the windshield. Shit ain't just getting real, nigga, it been real. I see you to the same place, Bishop sitting still. I got the juice, bitch. I'm the truth, bitch. If it's beef, I'm cooking steaks.
No roof, Chris.
The CVE, all these other rappers, there's no my rap. All I do is spit true shit. True shit, bitch. I done been through the hard times. Grinding packs for a time. Niggas was part-time. As lines you don't cross. Niggas shouldn't cross. Mines keep a 40 on both sides. 50-yard line. You play the field. Sweet bitch, this ain't what you think it is. See, niggas like to pop fly, but they can't with whiz. Goons on your step, you ride by like it ain't your crib.
Yeah. Yeah. What you thought about that?
I like it.
Yeah, like it. Let me hit your mic. I always hit your mic off. You gotta watch your mic too. Sometimes we ain't about to watch this. I'll tell you that much. I don't even know the hell of a Snow Dog.
I like it a lot.
Like that.
Ladies and gentlemen. I like that.
We gonna cut this dude off. Hold on. They ain't let me cut him off yet. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if y'all stuff is glitching. I'm getting the glitch too though. But it's still spinning. Ain't even on it no more. Yeah, no, we're not about to do sway. But what you think about that again? My bad.
I liked it. It was definitely dope. Yeah. Yes.
Hey, yo, since y'all watching, again, I'm going to play this again. What do you think about this song? Listen, I'm going to play it right now. If you like it, give it a thumbs up. And that's just all I want to see. If you don't like it, put a thumbs down. But definitely put a comment. But just give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down. If you haven't given me one already, just give me one in the chat. Let's go.
Nigga like me, he connected. Niggas like me just a call away. Niggas like me don't got time to play. Niggas like me gonna regulate. Niggas like me in another dimension. Niggas like me moving state to state. Niggas like me eat off different plates. Welcome for me, niggas seal your fate.
Nigga like me only talk what I know. I plant the seeds, if you water, they grow. No time to preach, I'm just letting you know. I'm on a mission, my story is different. If you pay attention, you'll understand more. 2 ears and 1 mouth, so please listen close. I speak the truth, yeah, it's just how it go. Lord be my witness, can see through a vision with principles lifted to release your soul. I got a passport, I travel the globe. You got no easy pass, stopping at tolls. You got the vapors, you envious haters. Your DNA makeup is X chromosomes. Supposed to be XY, but boy, you a hoe. Back up the back door, strike if you throw. I bat 100, I'm here if you want it. And yeah, I got sliders that head to your home.
Niggas like me, he connecting. Niggas like
that's that SK Yoko.
Niggas like me,
go check that out. That's on all platforms too. Shout out to Yoko. I had to jump on there for him. But let's go, Yoko.
We moving state to state. Niggas like me eat off different plates.
Niggas like me never like to chill. Niggas like me, I'ma keep it real. Nigga like me, when I spit, it's ill. Niggas like me, I'ma touch a mill. Niggas like me, just gotta have it. Niggas like me wear a different fabric. Niggas like me can't change like addicts. Niggas like me got different habits. This is my life, I'm gonna take control. Same young nigga just got a little old. Stay back and forth, always touching the road. Life hit different when your heart turn cold. People be watching, they steady assuming. Watch how I set, I keep on improving. She got what a winner, got tired of losing. Shorty got motion, she bumping and grooming. Time don't stop, people stay scheming. They come and they go, just like the cedars, I'm hot and hot. I'm really a demon, my girl really miss. People think that she reeking. Feel me, not rich, so I gotta keep eating. Thought he was cold, now he calling it deep. And I said what I said, better watch how you speaking. I gotta stay woke, and the world keep on sleeping. Niggas like me, I'ma keep it real. Niggas like me never like to chill. Niggas like me, when I spit, it's ill. Niggas like me gon' touch a mill. Niggas like me just gotta have it. Niggas like me wear a different fabric. Niggas like me can't change like addict. Niggas like me got different habits.
Yeah, they'll be knowing. Listen, shout out to SK.
Yes.
Yo, he out there going to school right now, doing what he got to do. Yo, listen, I support any black man trying to do something better with their life, man. Like chasing your dreams, going after it, and still being open-minded. Like, listen, I still know I got other things I got to take care of just in case. You know what I mean? So knowing how to utilize his network and analyze his resources, that's what every last one of us got to do, no matter what game you playing. Like, he understands how to analyze his resources, see who around him, and then know how to utilize his network and know how to move it and move through them. A lot of times, a lot of people always talking about how they on a pivot. I never understood what that shit meant anything if you ain't dribbling. You know what I'm saying? If you pivot, you ready to pass it. You got to shoot then. I keep it dribbling, man. Maybe that should be the new Soko. Keep it dribbling. What you think about that? Yeah, that should be keep it dribbling. And if anybody put it out, besides me, you just look at them crazy like, Damn, I know you like
I'm
that.
sure that she like it.
You like that? Keep it dribbling. Keep dribbling.
No, like
now
that.
stay off your pivot. In your back, say stay off your pivot.
In the thong.
Front seat. In the thong. Oh shit.
Your song.
Thank you. I get a thumbs up. Who gave me thumbs up? I want to see right now. Who else?
Liked it.
Did I get a thumbs down? People can't be mediocre if they're sitting here. Nope. I'm waiting for everybody to put. Who's in there right now? How many people in there? What's the number? 6, 5? 6. I need 6 thumbs. I need to see 6 thumbs.
Now I went to 4.
Okay, I need 2 more. I'm not looking, but I will call you out because you didn't give me a thumb in the chat. Okay, fine. I don't need a thumb. Okay, I'm just saying. What you do? But listen. First of all, I want to give a shout out to AA because no matter what, he is following his dream and he believes in a person who's truly worth it. So it's just a matter of time. That's all it is. City think you old, but once you hit, it's over. And you got a lot of niggas coming. Yo, listen, you got 8 about to drop. 8 about to drop. Listen, it's about to be a spectacular year. I don't know what anybody else is doing. Like, I don't know what the camera is doing. Maddie Watt. I like Maddie Watt. I like what he was saying. I said it Waddy last time. I like what he was. I like him. I like his voice. I like how he was going. He was spitting. I like the way he slipped from under that truck. The whole shot. Shout out to damn, who shot that shot by Ghost, right? Ghost. Shout out to Ghost.
Oh yeah, he did shoot it.
Yeah, shout out Ghost. It's Ghost. You know what? That's what I gotta do. I'm about to get Ghost over here and do an interview with him. What's up?
Well, I'm just reading all the comments because I'm going back and forth. Shout out to Mo 3 times in the building.
Shout out to Mo 3 times in the building. Okay, now listen. Now, have you ever, never mind, because I don't want to, I like talking to you, but you're real sophisticated.
Do you that though this?
Did I play it yet? I didn't play it yet.
Did
I'm
that
about to play
one
it.
too?
No, I didn't do this
okay.
one yet.
No?
Because this is, okay.
I just seen it and I was like, hold on, I remember if we played this.
Okay, so this lady is going to speaking to you guys about the 1896 book claims Trump to be the last president of the Republic of America, right? You remember, I don't know if you remember about the biblical, they speak about the trumpets and how people were saying about Trump. Okay, this is the book that
speaks in it.
That's references. So I'm gonna give you a little bit of information on this.
Okay.
And I have something else for you guys later, but go ahead, let's watch this.
Hey guys, welcome back to Starkey Forum. My name is Samantha. What I'm fixing to show you may be very disturbing to some of you. I ask you to me all the way through because this is 100% true. It is not fake. There is a book written about Barron Trump, and his dad is the last president of the Republic of the United States. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Starkey Farmstead. There was a rumor going around that there had been a book written about a young boy named Barron Trump, whose dad becomes the last president of the United States, the Republic of the United States. This book was reported to have been written sometime in the 1800s. So as usual, me, Samantha, went digging. Not only did I find the book, I bought the book. And today we're going to deep dive for the first time into the book. I can tell you what I found out about the author, whose name was Ingersoll Lockwood. From everything I found, yes, he was a Christian. Yes, he had a lot of work in government, everywhere from embassies to even being over a prison at one point. Now, I will share more about the author further into the video, so you're not going to want to turn it off, guys, because this is all very important. The reason I find this interesting is because President Trump's son is named Barron. And we have all heard rumors, prophecies and words given by people saying that President Trump will legitimately be America, the Republic, the United States of America, the constitutional republic's very last president, right? I mean, if you're a Christian, if you're living in this day and age, you've heard somebody say that. So to have found a book that was published on this date over 100 and almost 30 years ago, talking about the last president of the United States in a trilogy with a young boy named Barron Trump, well, I couldn't pass it up. Now, whether you believe a time traveler wrote this, a demon, or somebody filled with the Holy Spirit, the fact is the book was written. And right now, together, I'm gonna read some excerpts out of it, not much, because I believe if you wanna read it, you need to purchase it. But I'm gonna read some good stuff for you guys. Get ready, sit back, get something to drink, tell her ready to go away and give Mom and Dad a few minutes. Because folks, this is amazing. Now I'm going to read for you some sections of this book because I think these are very important.
What's wrong with her mouth?
Throughout the length and the breadth of the South and beyond the Great Divide, the news struck every hamlet and village like the glad tidings of a new evangel.
2 bumps.
Almost as potent for human happiness as the heavenly message of 2,000 years ago. Bells rang out in joyful acclaim, and the very stars trembled at the telling.
Could be from an abused relationship.
Over and over of what had been done for
She'd
the poor
have been beat
man
up all
by
her
his
life, but
brethren
she's
of the
always
north.
smart.
And around the blazing pine knots of the southern cabin, and in front of the mining camps of the far west, the cry went up, "Silver is king. Silver is king." Black palms and white were clasped in that strange love feast, and the dark-skinned grandchild felt the sting of the lash on his sire's shoulder. All was peace and goodwill, for the people were at last victorious over their enemies who tied them into a very living death. Now the laborer would not only be worthy of his hire, but it would be paid to him in a people's dollar for the people's good, and now the rich man's coffers would be made to yield up their ill-gotten gain. And the sun would look upon this broad and fair land and find no man without a market for the product of his labors. Henceforth, the rich man should, and was right and proper, pay a royal sum for the privilege of his happiness, and take
Sherry said, "I can't." Good night.
Yeah. No, listen. I'm going to play this video, right?
Where they belong. Motley armies marched upon the capital of the republic.
This is people.
I guess he's the second coming.
This is crap. I agree. I agree 100%. I agree 100%. This is what.
I'm wondering what kind of microphone was used. I was wondering if the head vocal would sound extra good. Take a ribbon microphone. Cool groove, strong message. I love it.
Listen, this is not a message. This is the craziness. Listen. First of all, this is the craziness of the world. I told you I've been heard about the trumpets, and I've heard my own Christian family people say to me about the trumpets, and Trump is the last horn in the horn, and so I'm not. I mean, and even from the spiritual aspect, and not just her saying it because
I hear it,
but she's reading the book, or she's reading the collection of his books, and because this is a book. This is an actual book. It's an actual book from the past that was written by this dude, and so this is not like this is an actual fact of the book, but. Either way, like this has been relative, but she had a message, and I watched this, and I just thought that like I want you guys to understand when we don't take everything so serious. Not to say that she doesn't have great points, and she's not serious. I'm just saying that that's another aspect on so many other aspects of the surrounding issues of this guy, right? And this is how far the fanatics go. Like, that's why I say I'm not.
Like she's.
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, listen, Shorty is. Listen, look, Shorty.
Speaking the words, she got the whole she got her little bulletin points and everything. You know what I mean?
Right. She's because this is a woman.
Santo.
Who is she's expounding on this new information to her, to her, and she's amazed from her Christianity aspect, and this is how she's relating this is how she's relating this scripture to him. You know how people say he's going to be the last president? This is what it says. They're talking about the trumpets and the horns and the last president, right? In the Bible. I mean, not president, but the trumpets. You know, they've spoken to me about the trumpets, right? 7 trumpets, whatever it is. So saying that the trump, so they say trumpet. That was a thing for a while. That's why I made the trumpets thing, because I just thought, like, niggas is crazy. But in totality, this is how she sees this. But her information is an actual book, and she's just giving her revelation of it. But the information that she's giving you, there is an actual book. It's actually not even that big. It's not hard to read because the dude wrote like pamphlets, but it's easily to get and accessible if you want to get it. That's just like she told you, or just look at it. You can watch everything on TV nowadays. Watch it on, read it on YouTube.
See everything, yeah.
Go to YouTube and get the YouTube app. Have a YouTube app. Again, I don't understand why the average human being doesn't have a YouTube.
I don't know.
YouTube is I'm not to say that, listen, YouTube is a monster in a business within, I'm not going to get to the intricacies of who's running it and what they're really doing, but it's a better you need to have the app if you're going to have any app. You better off you need a Facebook app. If you're 30 and up, you need a Facebook app. You need the YouTube app. You always get your news breaks. These are things you need. You need if you're still active and care about, just the world, like some people are just grounded into family, whatever. But if you're still like grounded in the family step, but you're still cool, like you're not like that way yet. You're supposed to have like TikTok, Snapchat. What else is out there? I don't do like the Discord app and the Twitch app, but I'm on Discord and Twitch. X. Gotta have X.
Instagram.
Shout out to Instagram. I forgot about Instagram.
But anyway, I guess I'll be getting a YouTube app.
Thank you. Shout out. I'm not, and YouTube, I wasn't even sponsoring you because I'm going to your university like Charleston White told me. So how about them apples?
Listen, it is $2 Tuesday.
$2 Tuesday.
It is 6:30, the reaction news report with Mr.
The railway trains. Night and day brought vast crowds of new men.
Listen.
Politicians of low degree. Men out of employment, drunken and disgruntled mechanics. Former sons to seek their fortunes under the reign of the people. Healers and hangers-on of ward bosses. Old men who had not tasted office for 30 years or more. All inspired by Mr. Bryan's declaration that the American people are not in favor of life tenure in the civil service, that a permanent office holding class is not in harmony with our institutions, that a fixed term and appointed offices would open the public service to a large number of citizens without impairing its efficiency. All bearing news in their hands or across their shoulders, each and every one of them supremely confident that in the distribution of the spoils, something would surely fall to his share, since they were the common people who were so dear to Mr. Bryan and who had made him president in the very face of prodigious opposition of the rich men, whose coffers had been thrown wide open all to no purpose, and in spite, too, of the satanic and truly devilish power of that hell upon earth known as Wall Street, which had sweated gold in vain in its desperate efforts to fasten the chains of trust and the claws of soulless monsters known as corporation upon these very common people, soon to march in triumph before the silver chariot of the young conqueror from the West. The inaugural address was not a disappointment to those who had come to hear it. It was like the man who delivered it, bold, outspoken, unmistakable in its terms, promising much, impatient of precedent, reckless of result, a double confirmation that this was to be the reign of the common people. That much should be unmade and much made over, and no matter how the rich man might cry out in anger or amazement, the nation must march on to the fulfillment of a higher and nobler mission than the impoverishment and degradation of the millions for the enrichment and elevation of the few. Then he threw himself into a chair and see
She did was put glitter.
From the top of her lip. Okay, chill out.
Promulgation. Executive Mansion, Washington, D.C., March 4th, 1897. Executive Order number 1. In order that there may be immediate relief in the terrible depression now weighing upon our beloved country, consequent upon and resulting from the unlawful combination of capitalists and money lenders both in this republic and in England, and that the ruinous and inevitable progress toward a universal gold standard may be stayed, the President orders and directs the immediate abandonment of the so-called gold reserve, and that on and after the promulgation of this order, the gold and silver standard of the Constitution be resumed and strictly maintained in all the business transactions of this government. It was 2:00 in the afternoon when the news of this now world-famous executive order was flashed into the great banking centers of the country. Its effect in Wall Street beggars description. On the floor of the stock exchange, men yelled and shrieked like painted savages, and in their mad struggles tore and trampled each other. Many dropped in fainting fits or fell exhausted from their wild and senseless efforts to say what none would listen to. Ashen pallor crept over the faces of some while the blood threatened to burst the swollen arteries that spread in purple network over their brows of others. When silence came at last, it was silence broken by sobs and groans. Some wept, while others stood dumbstruck, as if it was all a bad dream, and they were awaiting the return of their poor, distraught senses to set them right again. Ambulances were hastily summoned, and fainting and exhausted forms were borne through the hushed and whispered masses wedged into Wall Street, to be whirled away uptown to their residences, there to come into full possession of their senses, only to cry out in their anguish that ruin, black ruin, stared them in the face if this news from Washington should prove true. So he's basically saying in this book that the first executive order of this president, in this book, right, would be to actually back the United States dollar with gold or silver, making it an actual weighted currency, ending the New World Order, going over to a digital currency. Because our paper, money's worthless. It's not backed by anymore. Could you imagine if Trump did this? What Wall Street would happen there? Could you imagine how quickly the rich would lose their wealth? Let that sink in, folks. The first act to pass both houses and receive the signature of the president was an act repealing the Act of 1873 and opening the mints of the United States to the free coinage of silver at the ratio of 16:1 with gold, and establishing branch mints in the cities of Denver, Omaha, Chicago, Kansas City, Spokane, Los Angeles, Charleston, and Mobile. The announcement that reparation had thus been made to the people for the crime of 1873 was received with loud cheering on the floors and in the galleries of both houses, and the great North heard these cheers and trembled. "We are the people," wrote the president. "We the people," says my shirt, right? So it's so cool, guys. And then it goes on to say, when a Republican member of the House arose to move the usual adjournment for the holidays, there was a storm of hisses and cries of "No, no," said the leader of the House amid deafening applause. "We are the servants of the people. Our work is not yet complete. There must be no play for us while coal barons stand with their feet on the ashes of the poor man's hearthstones, and weeds and thorns cumber the fields of the farmer for lack of money to buy seed and implements. There must be no play for us while railway magnates press from the pockets of the laboring man 6 and 8% return on thrice watered stocks, and the landlords, enriched by inheritance, grind the faces of the poor. There must be no play for us while enemies of humankind are by means of trust and combination and corners engaged in drawing their unholy millions from the very lifeblood of the nation. paralyzing its best efforts and setting the blight of intemperance and indifference upon it, by making life but one long struggle for existence, and indifference upon it, by making life but one long struggle for existence, without a gleam of rest and comfort in old age. No, Mr. Speaker, we must not adjourn, but by our efforts in these halls of legislation, let the nation know that we are at work for its emancipation. And by these means, let the monopolists and the money changers be brought to a realizing sense that the reign of the common people has really been entered upon. And then the bells will ring out happier, gladder New Year than has ever dawned upon this republic. So I want you to think about our elderly right now. How I showed you guys the other day that they have cut food stamps in the state of Hawaii. Yeah, they have reduced American citizens' food stamps, and of all places, Hawaii, right? Now, I want you to hear this last little bit, and then my best advice to you is get this book, friend. The opposition fairly quailed before the vigor and earnestness of this new dispensation. There were soon before the House and pressed well on toward final passage a number of important measures calculated to awaken an intense feeling of enthusiasm among the working classes. Among these was an act establishing a loan commission for the loaning of certain monies of the United States to farmers and planters without interest. What? An act for the establishment of a permanent Department of Public Works. Its head to be styled Secretary of Public Works, rank as a cabinet officer, and supervise the expenditure of all public monies for the construction of public buildings and the improvement of rivers and harbors. An act making it a felony punishable with imprisonment for life for any citizen or combination of citizens to enter into any trust or agreement to stifle, suppress, or in any way interfere with full, open, and fair competition in trade and manufacturing among the states. You guys, I would vote for any president that would do just a little bit I've talked about. Look, we're going to keep going, but it's time for me to feed my husband. It's been a long day, and it's my third video today, guys. I love you. Let me tell you something. If the Holy Spirit has been telling you to do something, whether it's write a book, write a poem, open up a YouTube, start a garden, get out of debt, marry your girlfriend, whatever. This gentleman wrote this book. He didn't know that in 2024, a Southeast Louisiana woman would be sitting in her home on September 18th, 2024, reading it to 51,000 people. He didn't know that a young man named Barron Trump, his daddy, would be running for president of the United States. He didn't know any of that. But he had a download for a story from the Holy Spirit. About that. Things that go. Enjoy this next quick clip about who the author is and a little bit about this book. Love you guys. Don't forget, make sure you're still subscribed.
Lockwood had established a parallel career as a lecturer and writer. It was common for authors of the time to publish pamphlets and then go on the circuit advertising their thoughts from these pamphlets. In 1884, Lockwood married Winifred Wallace Tinker, a Pennsylvania native and graduate of Vassar College who was born in 1862 and was 21 years his junior. At this time, Ingersoll Lockwood decided to emulate the success of children's books by Lewis Carroll and J.M. Barrie and produced the Barron Trump novels. These are two children's novels written in 1889 and 1893. They remained obscure until 2017, when they received media attention for perceived similarities between their protagonist and U.S. President Donald Trump. Lockwood published the first novel, Travels and Adventures of Little Baron Trump and His Wonderful Dog Bulger, in 1889, and its sequel, Baron Trump's Marvelous Underground Journey, in 1893. The novels recount the adventures of the German boy Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump, a similarly long name to Baron Franz von der Trank, who was one of the heroes Lockwood admired, who goes by Baron Trump, as he discovers weird underground civilizations, offends the natives, flees from entanglements with local women, and repeats the pattern until arriving at Castle Trump, which is on 5th Avenue in New York City. An 1891 reviewer wrote about one of Lockwood's novels, "The author labors through 300 pages of fantastic and grotesque narrative, now and then striking a spark of wit.
Could Donald Trump have seen this and maybe named his kid similar?
One has to fumble for the story." Lockwood's writing style is much better suited to
or just like
fanfare.
brand new, like news.
And
You
his
know what I mean?
work 1900 or The Last President is exciting and well written. Baron Trump lives in a building named after himself, Castle Trump, while the real-life Donald Trump had lived in Trump Tower on 5th Avenue for decades. Furthermore, Donald Trump's youngest son's name is Baron Trump. The Trump family immigrated to the United States from Germany in the 1890s and started speculating in real estate in Seattle in 1891. Before 1918, they had begun to purchase real estate in Queens. The last name Trump would not have been an uncommon one for Longwood to use, and the first name Baron harks back to respected Austrian hero Baron Trank, which Longwood would have known due to his tenure as ambassador to a German kingdom.
Okay.
So, I mean, what did you think about that?
I mean, like I said, like, could it have been that they read the book and just so happened to name the kid and just keep up a tradition like that?
Yeah, see, I got that's. I mean, that makes a good. That's a good thought.
Is that brand new? You know what I mean? Makes me think, but
that
I see where she's going.
Like I read the book, right? So I read this. It's a pamphlet. I read this a while ago. I read this in one of my many journeys, right? So I like always heard this, and then even amongst the Christian community, they would like say like explain like he's the whether it's the Antichrist and whatever it is that he was that because they made a significance to it, right? Mm-hmm. So it's really not about politics. It's just more like the surrounding energies around this one person, with that which makes him so outstanding. Okay. In a sense, right? Forget the buffoonery, forget the slick talk and because basically that's what it is. He got that New York. He's a New Yorker.
Big one.
He got that New York with him. He's a white boy from New York. You know what I mean? Like so. I think that's what that's that energy. He got that East Coast energy with him, and he come through like you know what I mean. But that's what the regular like for us. That's the suburb living in the suburban areas. That's what once you get past like being on YouTube and TikTok and having opinions and things like that, and you live in a regular world, half the time you don't even talk to anybody about anything. You know what I mean? So it's like, man, I mean, sheesh. But what if that's like a prophecy?
I mean, it'd be interesting for everything to play out the way the book has been supposedly written so many years ago. That's, of course it's always like crazy to see. You know what I mean? But we're living it in this real time. So what does it actually mean? Like what's going to happen? Is it going to be everything played out? Or is it just some parts that just so happen to be familiar? It's not familiar, but like line up. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's like the 1 in a million shot.
The only reason why
or a trillion instead of million, but
because
you know what I mean.
No, but because I like read a lot, and I'm like I really pay attention to a lot of things. Maybe looking at me, you think I shouldn't, or why would you? You don't make no sense, or you talk too much, or you think you know everything. But I just like to watch a lot of stuff. So like
your messages.
Yeah, most stuff. But in totality, like. She's talking about the Brentwood standard and breaking the Brentwood standard down. And hold it for a minute.
But she did break it down to a good point, no? She broke it down so people could hear what she's saying. And even though she read it a little bit crazy, like you just have to listen to it. And it's interesting to me. I want to read the whole thing. I want to. I'm just
I'll sit back AA.
It's something that is just interesting for me to be like, oh, I want to see this. I want to read this.
Yeah, like the whole that.
I don't know about it, so it's interesting.
I don't know.
Never heard it before. I've never heard that before.
Yeah, for me, it's like, because I know you've never heard about it. Like, for me, my brain ticks because I'm thinking about like what she's talking about with bringing the gold, bringing gold and silver back into, because right now what you got is brick. Was it brick? So you got I don't know if you know what it is, but it's I think it was China and Egypt and some other countries are coming together. Africa are coming together, and they're trying to make what they're called the brick, making gold back money now. The old standard before we had the Brentwood standard. So the Brentwood standard was like America used to actually every dollar, every piece of gold. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Like every dollar was gold or silver. It used to say certificate on it, and then I think Roosevelt stopped it at one point. I believe it was Roosevelt. But again, the last time it was taken away from us, where money was separated from our actual gold that was in the treasury, was in 71, I believe, with Nixon. So when our money got separated from actual gold, it became credit. Okay. You see what I mean? Like there's like if I'm like, yo, can I borrow your car? You're gonna be like, yo, what I got for collateral? Yeah. Just in case, right? The insurance. So that's what they ended up doing. They took the money that backed everything, the actual physical thing that we had, the commodity, and separated the actual money we were using from the gold. So we can now inflate the money, right? We can just keep giving it and making it. Yeah. And you know, with restrictions, because you can't make too much, you have to balance out the system. So with this whole system going on, he's speaking about the Brentwood system and saying like, I mean, she's saying it from a point like, Trump's going to come in and like do exactly what they're doing. Okay. Russia. There's a lot of the big other companies, and a lot of people are worried about him coming in because he's so cool with all of those. Like he can come in and actually
mingle with everybody.
Right. He can mingle with everybody because he got that New York style, and and he's smart. He a businessman, not a politician. So these dudes is dictators. They ain't politicians either over there. You know what I'm saying? Like, you talking about drug lords and killers. They not politicians. They handle politics. They not politicians. They leaders is real gangsters. Their leaders is real bosses. They're not playing positions. And he's one of those ones. That's why a lot of people, when they say like, yo, I think when he comes in, he's going to be the last president. And like she was saying, because of the way he's moving, like, you can see that we can realize, he has the possibility. That's the thing. Like, damn, is it really that possible? Like, this is deep. Is it really about a vote? Is it a vote? Is it good? Is it bad? Like, what is about this? Shit is deep to me, but whatever. You know what I say? Here we are, 'cause here we are, whatever. I don't know,
the
man.
podcast news report, 6:30 reaction news report with Mr. El Vlago. I am the Crimson Tempest, aka West Storm in the building. This is the podcast, Cold Hard Facts, providing official entertainment, providing official education for people on Earth. And as we know, everybody from this planet is
not from this planet. Yes.
Listen, we are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. Make sure you hit the thumbs up, the like button, share, subscribe. If you're not subscribed already, like, come on, please hit the button. That's it. Just hit it.
Yeah, I'm trying to put something together right now, real quick. Seeing if I can get double in the building. About to see what's going on real quick. It's Tuesday night. I know everybody got things to do. You can rock out, chill out. But we about to get live in a little bit if he come through. I told him if he came through, I got him. He knew I was going live, but he said he wanted to come. So we can get to do it. We talk to him, see what's going on with the music and stuff like that. Straight from the city of Cumberland County. That video we just dropped, that's him. And he ain't rap not one bar. Like, he ain't rap one bar. But yeah, he got a good mind on his shoulder, so I'll see what he say. But other than that, man, what else we had going on? I had some other things on here I want to talk to you guys about. What's going on, chat, though? What's going on out there with you guys? What y'all been seeing? What's going on out there? What you think about the comment? What you think about it? I know a lot of people are here, but I can't tell with this stuff anymore. Yeah, I'll give it back to you. Okay. I don't know. As far as I'm concerned, they can still be watching it.
Nah, we're up to date. Dave said I would like to offer some words of solace. Party like it's 1999.
Man.
It's true. Like, it's at this time now where it's just like you don't know what's going to happen. So,
I see it, but nobody believes nothing I say because they think I'm always. I just see it all. I just see it. Word for like a messenger.
Dale.
You know what I mean? If the messengers from the past could have a microphone in a podcast, you could just bop to music and just talk to the people. I think that's what we need, like a community, place to converse, talk about what we really think are real good issues, man. That's all. That's really what I want Tuesdays to be. Because ladies' night is the finesse night. You get to take us on journeys. Yeah, but like on Tuesdays I like to really like give you the things that really go on in my mind. You guys be like, no, you going too
Don't
deep.
be like, yo guys, no, because tú me dices, dígame when I go in left field, so I'll pull you back. So don't do that.
Yeah, but do my left fields be like extraordinary, or do like I take you on a journey?
Some people don't follow the journey, so I have to bring it back. I could follow it, but I know when people get lost. So
why? Because you get lost?
Because I've.
Yeah, see, ain't nothing wrong with that. Ain't nothing wrong with that. I know I can do that because I be knowing so much that right when you get caught up on a topic, I done jumped on the 3 other topics, and if you don't stop me and say like, yo, hold up.
By the time you catch up, you're like, but how did he get there? And it's like, never mind, because you were lost 3 chapters ago. So it doesn't even matter. Everything went over your head. So I try to stop that from happening for everybody, because not everybody knows how to process the information when you give it in such a precise and matrix-minded way.
I like that. I don't, but you know what? I like that.
No, for real.
Yeah, I had the calling line, but that was paying for it. Nobody was really. I wasn't gonna pay for it. It just didn't make any business sense. It was just not in the budget. No disrespect, but it wasn't in the budget. So that's why I stopped the calls. But like I just feel like we should use our minds for real. Like I don't know. I guess because maybe I'm around so many younger people and older people. Like I'm in the middle. I'm like the middle child in my mindset. Like I'm amongst the elders and I'm amongst the youngins, and I'm seeing the drastic difference, and I'm seeing where I play both sides of the fence in my generation. Generation X? You're not X, right? You said you wasn't X?
I don't know what I am.
No, I'm just saying. You don't know what you are? Anyway,
Gemini.
Gemini. Yeah, Gemini. Shout out to Geminis. I mean,
you want tonight.
Yeah. I'm waiting to see if he hit me back, man. Because if he don't hit me back, we out there.
Well, listen, if he does come on, then we'll go live again or whatever.
Yeah, we'll go back live later. Listen, man, y'all know what it was. Tonight, let's just go ahead and go back through the clips. This is, it's my night. Extra. Record Swirl. El Blago. It's the podcast. That's right. I said P.O.E, not P.O.E, but P.O.E, P.O.E, providing official entertainment, providing official education for the people on Earth, and as we know, everybody on this planet, not from this planet. That's right. Today, we spoke about Devin Aguilar, ex-football player who robbed a armored car heist for $1.2 million, dropped it 70 feet away, and got caught and got 6 months. We talked about Dion, Meech. We talked about Tammy and his whole situation and how that's working out. I didn't do the Mexican cartel. That's what it was I wanted to do, man. I knew, man. I was talking about, man. That's what disappeared. We're doing that. We talked about this family, where this guy killed this family and more. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. Where's that at, man? Hold up. Yeah, we ain't going nowhere. That's what I want to show you guys. That's what I was looking for before I put the Trump joint on. I had a situation.
I don't know. I can't see.
Let me see, I'm gonna pull it up. Mexican cartel. I forgot almost about that story. That's what happened. It disappeared. Let me see where I can find it at.
3 hours ago, one on 3 shot head.
What? Already?
Yeah. 3 hours ago.
Oh, you know what? That's 6 days ago. But yeah, basically, you know what? Let's just go ahead and tap into this thing, and I'll give you. I'll break this down to you.
And now moving to.
I'll break down what I'm going into. If you're not up on what's going on out there and at the border right now, it's hectic out there in the border right now. I want you to watch this first, and then I'm gonna go ahead and snatch up the other video for you. But this will bring you up to speed. Check this out.
Mexico, where the country is witnessing an escalating wave of violence, where holding public office has now become a deadly
6 days ago.
Just days after the brutal decapitation of Chilpancingo's mayor, another mayor has now been murdered, this time stabbed to death.
Ooh.
Oaxaca. Political assassinations, gruesome cartel killings, and a country awash in bloodshed. Brutality remains a grim reality that Mexico's first female president, Claudia Sheinbaum, is struggling to contain. Here's our report with the latest.
Mexico was still coming to terms with the shocking assassination of Chilpancingo's mayor, Alejandro Arcos. Protesters were out on the streets demanding justice, condemning the mayor's killing as dastardly and cowardly.
That's crazy.
They asked authorities, when will their suffering end? Until when will innocent lives keep falling prey to criminal gangs? And until when will these gangs control their nation?
It is the sentiment of the people. Indeed, we are sad. We are filled with rage and helplessness due to the cruel and vile way in which our mayor's life was taken. He brought a good project, a project that was about love, peace, and development for this capital city that has been neglected.
I condemn, and we strongly condemn, the dastardly, cowardly, and tragic murder of our mayor. We want justice.
That's when another shocking piece of news rocked the nation. Within 10 days of Arcos' killing, another mayor was stabbed to death.
That's crazy. Like,
Roman Ruiz Bojorquez, the mayor of...
That's crazy.
You know, that ain't nothing. That ain't even the story I got for you. But I wanted to give you this story to bring up a steam, and then I was going to bring that something later.
Candelaria Losica, Oaxaca, was brutally murdered in what authorities chillingly describe as an interpersonal conflict. Ruiz was rushed to a community clinic, clinging to life. But like so many others before him, he didn't make it. 4 other mayors, living in constant fear, have now begged federal authorities for protection.
Yo lo supo cuando me amaneció y ya todo lo subieron en las redes sociales. Híjole, yo sentí muy triste pues porque digo, ¿por qué? ¿Por qué será? No se había visto nada.
The violence in Mexico doesn't just stop at city halls. Just last week, the bodies of 5 men were found scattered in black bags on a road in Jalisco. Their heads were stashed in separate bags, which hint towards an obvious move by the Jalisca Nueva Generación cartel. This is the same cartel that produced millions of fentanyl pills disguised as common painkillers and flooded the streets of the United States with the lethal drug, fueling an overdose crisis that kills tens of thousands each year.
That's crazy.
This carnage is not just an anomaly, it's a plague. Over 450,000 people have been killed since the Mexican government deployed the military against in 2006. The violence is no longer just about drug trafficking. Politics itself has become a battleground. In the June elections that brought Claudia Sheinbaum to the presidency, at least 37 political candidates were assassinated. Some were gunned down in broad daylight, others disappeared in the dead of night. Criminal organizations have infiltrated local politics, using money, threats and bullets to tighten their grip on power. Elected in Mexico's deadliest campaigns, the country's first woman president, Sheinbaum, has vowed to tackle the violence by doubling down on social programs, sticking with the hugs, not bullets policy introduced by her predecessor.
First thing that is very important is that Calderon's war against the cartels is not going to return. We are not looking for extrajudicial executions, which was what was happening. What are we going to use? Prevention, attention to causes, intelligence, and presence. That is the four-pronged strategy.
From the Ministry of Security, we will work with all the federal entities because we are convinced that in order to achieve lasting peace in the country, we must assume that security is a shared responsibility.
But as the bloodshed spirals, the question remains. Can Mexico's political leaders truly stop a war that's gone beyond drugs?
First Post decodes the U.S. election, explains how America chooses its president. Your primer on the race to the White House. Everything you need to know about how America votes and its global implications.
Yeah, that right there ain't it though. I wanted you to see that. So that's 6 days ago, right? Let me show you what they just did. I have to just pull it up because it's out of here. You gotta give me 1 second.
Because OMG.
This ain't nothing. This why the border. This why the border a big problem.
Gosh, they're trying to off all of us. That's a lie.
Look, listen, I'm emptying out of all these little spots right now. Matter of fact, let's get back over here, Luz. I'm emptying out of all these spots right now. I want to bring up what just happened.
Wait.
I had to close those out.
Extra news. He's doing a little digging.
Nah, I just want to get back to the. You know what's crazy? I don't know why I just did that when I could have just went to where I just went to YouTube. That's where I had that in the first place. Oh, that's funny. That was everyone else. Oh, it was right there too. Bring that back. Bring that back. No, border control. They just wait. The border. I'm pulling it. I don't know why it's not coming out right now, but the Mexican cartel waged war. And the Border Patrol put it out like, yo, they said shoot on sight, shoot any Border Patrol. I don't know if anybody's aware this just happened. That's what I was looking for though.
Yeah, they're like, that's the one that you just had up there, though.
Yeah, but not like the one I played off of that.
Yeah.
Yeah, it changed. It wasn't the exact one. The one I had in detail. I had it in detail. For like how I wanted to give you guys, because this one to me was like interesting. There you go.
All right now, over 2,000 migrants are headed for the U.S.-Mexico border over fears they'll be denied entry under a second Trump presidency. And with those migrants making their way here, a new internal memo reportedly reveals Mexican cartels are giving members permission to, quote, shoot at U.S. Border Patrol agents. Irene Armendariz-Jackson is a small business owner in El Paso whose husband is a retired border agent, and Irene joins us now. Irene, good morning to you. Thank you so much for joining us. So it sounds like these migrants feel like their best chance of entering this country is under Kamala Harris, which is not what she's saying on the campaign trail. How do you feel about that?
Well, I mean, I think they're wasting their time because I do believe that America has opened their eyes, especially the Latino community, the Hispanic community. We're tired of seeing these people come and abuse. Unfortunately, they're taking advantage of the situation, right? The Biden-Harris administration. We're tired of spending money on them. Over $571 billion have been spent on these people. My parents immigrated to the United States legally. The Democrats keep talking about how our system is broken. Then answer me this question. How is it that millions of people have followed the process and now are legally here, including not only my parents, but my brother-in-law, who actually joined the military and received his citizenship when he was in Iran. So these people coming, I think they're just wasting their time because when Trump wins, they're going to be deported.
Do you think that this new news, Irene, about this group of 2,000 migrants that are trying to get here under Biden-Harris, do you think that it could impact how people vote?
Oh, absolutely. I think the Democrats have done a great job of campaigning for the Trump administration because, like I said, especially the Hispanics here on the border, many of them who are immigrants themselves, legal immigrants, are tired of this all the time in the news. Not only do we see it in the news, but we see it at every corner where they're begging for money because not all of them leave El Paso. Now, I do want to say that we've been warning America for over 5 years, letting them know that this was going to happen. Not only that they were going to go into the interior of the United States, but that we were going to see crimes being committed against Americans. And we've seen this recently, especially with the murders of at least 3 women.
Yeah, they certainly have, and their families will be forever impacted as a result of that. So there's this other issue, major issue here that I want to talk to you about. We're learning that the El Paso sector sent out a memo to its border agents, alerting them to the fact that cartel members have been given the green light to shoot and kill Border Patrol agents. U.S. law enforcement used to be considered off limits, but that has changed. This isn't a report or speculation. This memo is coming from inside Border Patrol itself. So what do you think about that?
Well, I think this shows Americans that Border Patrol has a very dangerous job. You know, my husband being in the Border Patrol for over 24 years, we were actually married and we had our 2 daughters when my husband went through the most rigorous academy in the federal agencies. And so, of course, this shows America that it's a very dangerous job. And I warn Americans that there is a documentary coming out where it portrays Border Patrol agents very negatively. And for all the Border Patrol spouses, men and women, I want you to know that you're not alone. We need to make sure that America understands that this is unacceptable. Of course, that they're going to give orders to shoot Border Patrol agents. There's no consequences. We have a lame duck government that is not going to do anything about it. If they shoot and kill a Border Patrol agent, I can guarantee you that the Biden and Harris administration are not going to do anything. How do I know that? It's because we still have Americans that are missing in Gaza, and this government has done nothing to rescue them. So why would they stand for our Border Patrol agents?
Yeah, and Donald Trump says that a military response needs to be on the Border Patrol because of this memo and this escalation. Irene Armendariz-Jackson, thank you so much for joining us.
So,
Mexican cartel tells members to shoot at the Border Patrol agents. They're lighting them up.
So they're going to war.
They're lighting them up.
They're going to war because now the agents are trying to stop the agents have what they have trying to stop. So again, it can be flipped different ways because Kamala said she was trying to get 15,000 other people down there, whatever it was. So like you said, I'm not saying what they're saying is like, yo, him being there, it makes a difference, and that's what they're conversation is. And I don't know, is that the truth? Is that just news propaganda? Like I said, I didn't research this, but this just was on Fox News. And there's been a recent conversation about, yes, what's going on at the borders, people getting killed down there. So, again, I don't know. We just gotta, as Americans, we gotta find the best solution. It ain't just about them presidents. It's about your locals. It's really about your locals. Start talking to your locals. I'm done with the presidencies and stuff, but I want to see that this is the government. Like we have to get involved. And I'm not one to go do it, but I will go with people. So if somebody's like, yo, I want to put you on some game, put me on some game. Think I need to see some things so I have a better understanding. Each one teach one. I'm always willing to listen. Tell me where I need to be. I'll be there. I ain't got no problem with going. I love to learn things, so you guys can teach me something too. So if you got something, somewhere that I can go, or some people I can introduce me to and I can fellowship with, I'm with that, man. I like to take my brain and put it in other places besides here, but I like to come here and rejuvenate with my people sometimes and piss y'all off because I know they hate when I do this, but see, I didn't even do anything.
The Mexican cartel, when they told them to shoot at the border agents, right? I had seen this video, right? And it was a couple, and they were driving into Mexico. It was like, I don't want to lie because I don't know what time it was, but it was dark time outside. You know what I mean? And there was other cars on the road, so I'm assuming not too late, but late.
Right.
Okay. And let's just say how, you know, when you get up in 55 and you come up to the death zone, there's a light right there. Let's just say, like, the intersection, and there's a light right there.
Yeah.
I mean, when you come off 55, right there. So, you know, there's just like you come off, and then there's a light. Well, at the light, it was cars pulled to the side, and then guys standing in the middle, and they were all like masked up and had like they had like stuff in their hands. You couldn't tell what it was. And when the car was coming up, the husband was like, you see that, you see that, you see that? And they were like already out the car in front of them, and he put his shit in reverse. And you see them trying to like come up to the car. They got in the car, they started trying to follow them. It was a freaking cartel, not even a mile out from the border check-in. Like from just coming into Mexico, they were already right there, Mimito, waiting for people.
Yeah, I mean, I remember when we came, when I got to Mexico. When we got to Mexico, you take the bus takes you to, like, as soon as you get off the airport, like at Cabo, you get off the airport, they have like things, but most people rent it. Like I think I don't know if we rented one. I think we might have rented one or something. But anyway, you have to drive like to get to Cabo from the Mexican airport. That's a nice little drive, and it ain't nothing but desert. It's nothing but desert. You see a little bit of green shrubbery, some cactuses and things like that. You may see a house over here, down yonder. It's just like that, and then you come to a city. Like after a while, kind of like going to Texas, you don't really see nothing, and then all of a sudden you see the city, but it's like down there, but you don't see it.
Yo, that's
Mexico's
crazy.
a little bit different, but like
that's crazy though to me because, like, I don't want to be going somewhere and then we're just driving and the cartel knows that's the route, you know what I mean, the tourists take.
I'm just saying, for all my people that want to go down to Mexico and whatever they want to do right now, business wise, high alert to you, because again, they just put out a memo. Like the memo, what was that? She said Texas, Houston, whichever one it was, put out the memo saying San Antonio, I think it was, whatever. The memo like yo, there's a shoot us now. So if they trying to get through here and somebody trying to stop them, bang them. So they're basically committing war now. We see what they've been killing. That's why I wanted to show you. When I seen the president, I was like, damn, thought about it. You see what they're doing with the presidents already. So and the people out there trying to get elected. So this is a quiet as kept story right now that's going on. I'm not into the who, why, what, and where, but this is what's going on. Just giving it to you guys. This is the podcast or the podcast or the whatever it is. But
this is the podcast, and we matrix minded over here.
Yes, we are. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and just let y'all.
We're here. We're here. We're here. We're here. Yeah, all gods, sons of the Most High. We shall all fall. Whether you stand in the 5 points of your body, arm, leg, arm, head. You stand erect. What you stand for? What do you stand for? What do you stand for?
They said I
What would you die for? What would you die for? And if you truly would die for it, will you live for it? 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 Yeah, that's deep, right? So the program set for you already. It's already set for you. And there's many levels to it. You ain't gotta sell your soul to achieve. You just have to regain it. You have to claim it. You have to claim yourself. That's a blessing in the Most High. You are a blessing.
Nigga like me keep connected. Niggas like me just a call away.
And with that, we're out of here. So you guys
so much for
tuning in. Thanks for hitting that like. Thanks for hitting them shares. Salute you. You was on Facebook. Sorry we wasn't over there with you tonight, but thank you for being there. We love you guys.
Back and forth.
Yeah, we was hopping there, but we're gonna start being on YouTube a lot more. And later on tonight, Double SA might be shooting through. So later on tonight, we might be getting some music in here and taking on another level. So we'll see what it is. It's Tuesday, baby. You already know what it is, baby. Tuesday, $2 Tuesday, the podcast. Let's go.
Easy past stopping at tolls. You got the vapors, you envious haters. Chromosomes supposed to be SY, but boy, you a hoe. Back up the back door, strike if you throw. I bet 100, I'm here if you want it. And yeah, I got sliders that head to your home.
Niggas like me keep connecting. Niggas like me just a call away. Niggas like me don't got time to play. Niggas like me wanna regulate. Niggas like me in another dimension. See niggas like me moving state to state. Niggas like me eat off different plates.
Niggas like me never like to chill. Niggas like me, I'ma keep it real. Niggas like me, when I spit, it's ill. Niggas like me, I'ma touch a mill. Niggas like me, just gotta have it. Niggas like me wear a different fabric. Niggas like me can't change like addicts. Niggas like me got different habits. This is my life, I'm gonna take control. Same young nigga just got a little old. Stay back and forth, always touching a roll. Life hit different when your heart turn cold. People be watching, they steady assuming. Watch how I set, I keep on improving. She got what I wanted, got tired of losing. Shorty got motion, she bumping and grooming. Time don't stop, people stay scheming. They come and they go, just like the cedars, I'm hotter than hot. I'm really a demon, my girl really miss. People think that she reeking. Family not rich, so I gotta keep eating. Thought he was cold, now he calling it deep. And I said what I said, better watch how you speaking. I gotta stay woke, and the world keep on sleeping. Niggas like me, I'ma keep it real. Niggas like me never like to chill. Niggas like me, when I spit, it's ill. Niggas like me gon' touch a mill. Niggas like me just gotta have it. Niggas like me wear a different fabric. Niggas like me can't change like addict. Niggas like me got different habits.